or good evening, whatever the hell it is, wherever the hell it is. But we're back to the flipping trading. See what the hell stock market is doing. See what the hell the stock market has for us. Let's flip the screen and see what the hell is going on. Okay, there's the screen. I gotta adjust it a little bit. See what kind of trades we're gonna do. See what kind of plans we're gonna do. See what the hell is going on here type deal. Still gotta adjust this some more. Some pretty fun stuff. Some pretty decent stuff. Let's see now. Looks like the market's doing okay so far. I'm just trying to adjust this a little bit better here so that I could look at the trades and see what kind of trades I should do. But I gotta adjust this first real quick. It's kind of being weird, but it is what it is. But I'm trying to kind of sort of halfway make it work. Okay, I guess maybe this is good enough for now. Maybe do something like this for now, I guess. Maybe that works. Maybe I guess that's good enough for now. But yeah, it looks like the market's moving up. Looks like things are kind of moving a little bit. Everything's doing its thing. Crypto's kind of down a little bit. Right now that it's down, I could add a tiny bit to it. I gotta feed my cyber doggies for sure. Them cyber doggies are flipping hungry like crazy hell. I was at church, so I gotta make sure I flip and what do you call it? Feed the cyber doggies. You know, they be hungry like crazy at the moment. While those at church, they're kind of starving. That's why they're like in the red right now. See, fed this cyber doggy, the flipping Dogecoin doggy. My cyber puppies need to feed them like crazy. Okay, so the Doge puppy, cyber puppy is fed. Now we gotta find the Shiba cyber puppy. Feed that one a tiny bit. Okay, yeah, see it's red, it's angry, it's kind of pissed. I gotta feed it, then it'll probably eventually get happier, be like healthier. So I probably gotta toss a $3 bill at that one. For sure, hell yeah. Feed that hungry puppy, cyber puppy. That one's taken care of, that's good. Hell yeah. Okay, after I fed that cyber puppy, I fed both of the cyber puppies. That's taken care of. Now I'm gonna take care of the XRP, whatever the hell that stands for, but it's kind of a tiny bit down, so I got a dollar cost average into it a tiny bit more. I think that'll be worth it for now. You know, add a tiny bit to that one. Hell yeah. Hell to the flipping. Yeah, that's done. That's taken care of. Awesome. Hell yeah. Awesome. Let's see. So that's taken care of. The rest is probably good for now. Let's see what SoFi is doing. I think I might be able to add a tiny bit to that thingy there. So that thing looks like it's climbing. That one looks like it's doing pretty good. Hell yeah, look, it climbed a whole bunch, over 1% overnight. That's awesome. Predictions are going right. I have a whole bunch of shares in that one, over 300 shares. Add a whole bunch more. It's going in the profit zone. Then maybe in the morning I'll do a covered call option. Probably sell maybe three calls on it, collect some premiums. But for now, probably buy some of this. Maybe for now, for like tomorrow market open, probably queue in $3 in for now. And then I'll go check the other status stocks and stuff like that. So this one's doing pretty good. Hell yeah, it's climbing like crazy, pretty decently. Plans are coming to reality the way it should. That's awesome. NVTS, Nvidia Semiconductor, that's a decent one. I have some decent plays in that one. I'll probably dollar cost average in that for sure. Add some more because I think this one's gonna keep on going up back to where it came from over there. Eventually, it's gonna pop back in there and go higher potentially. So I gotta get and buy some more of that. For now, like dollar cost average, add $3 more to that one for now. Hell yeah, that's good. Get it ready for market open type deal. So then once market is open, I could collect some potential profits there. That'd be crazy awesome. Hell yeah. Yonder P7256. Oh great, I'm in this one too, and how now it's gonna go down because you're buying it. No, it shouldn't go down. Uh, I'm up like 130%. Nice, nice. That's awesome. Thanks a lot. It's gonna take. It's gonna take because you don't. No, it's not gonna take. Come on, on board. Looking to BB. Looking to BB. What's the what do you call it? BB thingy. Let's see. BB. Oh, BlackBerry. That's kind of a. That's pretty interesting. Looks like some momentum is building up over there, but. Maybe just for the heck of it, I might add like Q and $1 to that one just to kind of track it. I think it might be worth it for now. Just add in $1 for market open just to kind of track it a little bit. Hey, what's up? What's up, man? How's everybody doing? Just got back to my live stream because I just got home from church. So like before I go and do my construction work, I'm all like here in my church clothes doing the trading thingy. This is not like Wall Street dress up. This is church dress up. So if you guys are curious, it's just my normal church clothes. I just tomorrow will change into my flipping work clothes for construction. So it's just a normal me type deal. But yeah, definitely some SoFi. I'm good on that one. It should keep on going up type deal. Let's see. Oh, I check the Kaba thingy. Hi, are you a businessman? Well, I own my own business. I have my own construction company, and I do trading on the side. They own Onyx, which is in 250 million vehicle information systems. Oh, nice, 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 awesome. Let's check that Kaba thing. You'll see what that's doing. CABA. See what Kaba is doing. Okay, right now it was up a lot for the day, wow, but then started going down a little bit overnight. But I think that one already played most of its momentum. I think eventually it's gonna go back higher, but it's kind of a. I think that one's a long term kind of decent, worth it to play to try. I'll probably add $1 into this one to kind of track it for now. I think it might be worth it. Dude, what's going on with UPS? With UPS? Let me see what is going on with you. Oh, I think their earnings and their like deliveries and stuff like that. They're not doing that great because the Amazon they're competing with Amazon. And I think that's why they're down. They can't compete with Amazon because Amazon is doing so much of their own deliveries and their own like merchandise that they deliver kind of bogs down the UPS. I think that's kind of like what's going down if they're not doing that great, like short term. So, long term, right now for the Christmas rally and all that stuff, I think it'll be doing better. I think it'll go back up some more, but like definitely because it's competing with the Amazon deal right now, it's kind of having troubles at the moment with that. Well, because I'm not putting in more money because this market's not open, and I want to kind of track it with the $1. I see if the $1 turns into like 90 cents or 80 cents, and it's a decent company. That's where I could load up a whole bunch. It's just easier for me to kind of instead of adding it to the watch list, I add $1 to it to kind of see what it does with the $1, and then I know where to put a lot more towards towards it afterwards. But instead of like putting it on the watch list, not to make the watch list too big, a tiny bit just to kind of keep it on the radar and see what it does type deal. Uh, DPZ, NVIDIA, let's see, 120 target. Okay, let's see NVIDIA, then we'll do the DPZ. NVDA. I'm not sure if I have any NVIDIA. I think I sold out recently at a profit. I have a little bit, see, under $1. But long term, NVIDIA will be going up. Like right now, it's kind of going down, but long term is gonna keep on going up. It's gonna compete with what do you call it? AMD is gonna try to reach that price as soon as it possibly can. So that's what it's gonna do with that one. So long term, I'm bullish on that one. I barely have any in it because I'm instead of that one, I'm playing the NVTS, the Novitas semiconductor. Let's see the Canva. Let's see the other one. Chipotle. I probably wouldn't trust Chipotle right now. I think Chipotle is gonna keep on going down. Let's see what the DPZ is. DPZ. Oh, Domino's Pizza. That one's. Let me look at the chart. Uh, I I probably wouldn't play that one from what it looks like. For the holiday season, it might slightly go up higher, but I wouldn't play with that one. Like puts might be a slightly better bet, but like I probably wouldn't play with that one. Like it's probably gonna chop around in this area where it's at, roughly looking. I think that's what that one's gonna do. So I probably wouldn't do anything with that one for now. Hmm. Hey, what's up, man? Somber Lobster. You stay blessed there too. Let's see. Kava is good for SLP bull recovery. Yeah, or go to Nasdaq or futures. Uh, Kava, Chipotle. I probably wouldn't that one trust that one right now. Kava thingy. I think I'll probably wait on that one to add more. I think they're kind of lagging because of the economy and the inflation, all the weird stuff. People are not going to the restaurants as much. I think that's kind of bogging down these medium range price range like restaurants. So uh, I probably would wait on getting into those and like until everything kind of settles a bit more and they go down a bit more type deal. That's probably what I would do with those. Let's see if I have $500 to invest, where should I put it? I'm not an investor for. I'm not a financial advisor right here, but like if I had that, one of the good ones I would invest in possibly is either SoFi. That one keeps on going up. That's a decent one long term. Either put it in there. That's what I would do. I'm not advising you to do that, but I would do that because I already have a lot. See, I have a lot in SoFi. I have 307 shares. I have $9,238 in that one alone. And then like another one I would probably trust is the Novitas Semiconductor. This one has more opportunities to multi-X than Nvidia because Nvidia invested billions of dollars into this one. They're like partners. So this one has like a higher leverage of multiple Xing type deal. Lyft is a good one. This one's gonna go up to $30 in the near future. For my predictions, it's gonna probably reach like $30 within like now and maybe 2 3 months ish roughly. Nobody knows the exact timing, but like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, but like that's the ones I'm in. I have call options, I have shares and stuff like that, and that's the ones I would do. But like I'm not a financial advisor. I can't say which one to buy or sell or whatever. All of that is your guys' own choices. I'm just showing you guys what I'm doing, my ideas and my plans. And so far, like what I'm doing, it's kind of profitable. Like, see how it's like rocketing up? It's going up. See, for today, like it went up like crazy. Just today, doing the stuff I'm doing. Week is slightly down, but then you click a month, it's up. 3 months, it's up. Year to date, all of that's up. So let's see. Let's check out the real quick realized profit and loss. So 1 week is still $1,000 take home profits, so that's pretty decent. A month is 3,864, almost 4,000. That's not too bad. 3 months, 5,000. And I recently started doing this pretty much since April. Like if you click here, it's like pretty much since April. Like I started pretty much trading on Robinson. So it's like short term, decent gains type deal, better than nothing. Let's see, POET, SoFi. Let's see, forgive me. Invest your whole 500 in UPS and thank me in 4 months. Or never mind, forgive me, sir. No, there's no worries. Like, no apologies necessary. Everything's all good here, my man. But yeah, I'm just hey, what stocks will turn me a multimillionaire in a week or two? I mean, I'll wait a month if I have to. I got $40 to invest in to become a millionaire. That's like kind of impossible. Dollar General, like Dollar General, like I want to check that out. If this thing has it here. Okay, Dollar General right there. Actually, it looks like that one has some volume, some momentum building up. That one could have some potential. So I think this one might have some potential. I'll probably stay away from it for now, but I think this one does have potential. I think the momentum might keep on going up for a little bit longer. I think this one has a good chance to keep on going up. Let's see. Let's see the next one. Let's see what we got here. But anyways, I got like quite a bit here. Let's see. I got like so much stocks. I got like over 80 stocks, and then I got like what do you call it? Different companies I'm investing in. I got a whole bunch of options right here. These are all options. I got probably over 10 different option contracts all at once. I got some crypto. I fed my cyber puppies. I usually try to feed like my cyber puppies every day. So I fed this one today after church. I'll probably give it some more food. So that way, like it vomits like crazier dollar bills, like bigger digits out later when it's ready. Like gotta make sure I take care of my cyber puppies. Let's see the Shiba Inu. I fed that one earlier too. I might add a tiny bit to that one. That doggy, that cyber puppy's kind of hungry too. Probably throw it a $3 bill. Hell yeah, for the long term, for long term, for the dollar cost average, them cyber puppies need to be fed. Because otherwise they be pissed, they be angry, they might bite. So you gotta make sure you prevent that. You gotta feed them cyber puppies for sure, like crazy hell yeah for sure type deal. Gotta take care of them critters. Or else they won't be happy. Let's see. So I want to see what Walmart's doing. Walmart's a decent one. 104. I'm kind of waiting for that one to go a little bit lower, but eventually my long-term plan is I want to get a whole bunch of this when markets open and ride it all the way back up to 109 dollars. That's an easy play for pretty much anybody to do. Like, and I rinse and repeat a lot of this one on Walmart. It's a boring stock, but it prints money if you could follow it. You get easy to follow, easy to track. If you have enough patience to buy like a 6 month long term a call option, or to be safe for a year like a leaps, and ride it all the way back up there. Well, however options you could afford. That's kind of like my plan to do that. But right now I'm kind of waiting for that one to go a tiny bit lower to get a better deal. But even right now it's a good deal, knowing that within like 2 or 3 months it's gonna go back up there. So that's like an easy rinse and repeat type deal that I keep on doing. Keep on printing money with that shit right there like that. So that one's like way worth it for me. And I have shares in that one. So these are the ones that I got shares on. Way worth it for me. Let's see. Hey Nick, what do you think of AMD? Just found 3 stocks in an old account I forgot about. Got for 20-ish. AMD is a good stock, decent stock. I think I wouldn't get more of that one right now. It is a good company, it's a good stock, but like here recently, like it climbed quite a bit. I think it's gonna go back down before it's gonna climb back up. I probably wouldn't bet on this short term on the upside because I think it's gonna go down before it's gonna go higher. But for the long term, after it goes down a little bit, long term, I think it's gonna go to like 280, then eventually reach 300, probably within like a year. But short term, I think it's probably gonna go down some more from what it looks like. So me personally, I wouldn't get any more of that. Like that's just my personal opinion. I wouldn't do that. Let's see. Alibaba, let's check that one. Let's see what that one's doing. I think I used to have this one. I sold it out at a profit recently, and I bought $1 back. So looks like that one have like eventually we have some more momentum building up. So that one's probably worth it to like. I wouldn't bet my whole portfolio, but it might be something that you could test like a certain amount like of your portfolio. Not much. I wouldn't put much in it. Like I got like less than $1 on it right now, but like I think it's a decent one, fair trade, not too high of a risk right now. That like it could potentially move up a little bit, not too much, from what it looks like. So like yeah, I barely have any of that one, but I think it's a decent trade. I think that might be kind of worth it, sort of short term type deal. But the one I'm kind of betting on, let's see what gold's doing. Gold, I recently started dollar cost averaging into this one. I'm still kind of down on the portfolio, but I got over $1,000 in that one. But I think slowly it's gonna keep on moving up. Long term, at least, is gonna keep on moving up. So I keep on adding to that one. That's like a good hedge. Like if the market goes down, gold usually does the opposite and goes up. So regardless, it's good to like have some in that one. Lyft, I'm pretty bullish on Lyft. I keep on adding on this one. This is the one that's like I said, I'm predicting it to go to $30 within now and maybe 2 3 months. That one should be doing pretty good. Like for me, it's like a easy kind of no brainer play to add more money to it. Like I have call options on this one and a poor man's covered call and call option, and also I have some shares, and I don't mind like getting adding a tiny bit more at a time, but I want to get some more call options than this one to ride it all the way up to $30 in the near future within like 2 3 months. So this is for me is a good one. The lift, I keep on adding to that one. Let's see now. I want to see what this one's doing real quick. The BM. This one's not doing too bad, but I'm down on a position. I'll probably wait for that one to go up higher before I sell on that one. But that one looks like the momentum's picking up on that DEFT. Let's see, that TSLL, that's a decent one. I think I got like over 100 shares on that one. In general, looks like I'm slightly down, but I made a lot of profits. And this one, on the shares that I have, selling calls, collecting premiums. I collected a whole bunch of premiums. So tomorrow I'll probably buy some more shares and do some selling calls on this to collect some premiums. But eventually, I think that Elon's compensation package will go through. Once that goes through, I think Tesla stock will go 20%. And this one will go 40% because it's twice leverage, roughly. That's kind of like my prediction, my opinion. So I have a lot of that one. I'll probably keep on adding before the compensation package will go through for Elon. I can't remember the exact date. I think it's November 6th or November 7th, but like I strongly believe that Elon's compensation package will go through and it'll go crazy high. Like I said, this is not financial advice. This is just what I think, in my opinion, what I'm kind of betting on. So we'll see what happens. But this could be a life changer if that does play out the way I say it, and if you're in it, it would be a good trade type deal. It could be life changing depending on what you got in it. But like I said, it's not financial advice. I'm betting on it, not my whole portfolio, but some amount of it. So that one's pretty decent. Let's see. Plug power. I have some call options on that one. Shares itself, I think I don't have too much. I'll probably wait on that one a little bit. I think for the long term, it's gonna go up. It's gonna go back to where it came from and higher. But for now, it's gonna chop around where it's at. Let's see. Okay, let's see. What about Alibaba? What is total year to date? Eh, Hey, what do you mean? What is your total year to date, King? Let me see. Year to date, like, because I recently started trading on like on Robinhood recently. So year to date here, it's not much, but I pretty much started trading since April. See, right here it says April of this year. That's pretty much when I started to trade on here since April. So since April, pretty much right here, since April it went from 38,000 to like 41,000, and that's while I'm doing full time construction work type deal you know like I just recently started doing this. Bill Nye the science guy for president. That's funny. Nice. Send a hi. Hey Noli. And then like if you want to see the profits, like I said, I don't do this too much because I work full time during the day on my for my construction company doing construction work, but this I do on the side type deal. And these are my take home profits. What I sell, take out of the market at a profit. So right here, see, it's $1,000 I made in a week. That's take home. In 1 month, my take home profits 3,864, and these are the trades I made. See, these are like the covered calls, Pullman covered call that I collected profits on. Just normal stock share trades, like a whole bunch. And if you click out all of them, all of these trades here equal up to the month of trading that I did. That equals up to like 3,800 and whatever money dollars that I made. So all of this equals to that. And like I said, I kind of started trading on Robinhood since April. It's like a new trading deal for me. But last year I was trading on the Webull brokerage. I have that one. But I like kind of this one a little bit better because to play options on it, the legs, option legs are more customizable, like the dates and everything. So that's why I'm kind of using this one right now. But like when I started, I played with borrowed money on Webull, and I like actually got ahead. Like I took out a personal loan for $25,000. On top of that, I was playing with margin on Webull. On top of that, so I was pretty much playing with 100 grand with borrowed money. But I ended up making lots of profit. I paid off the loan, and I switched everything, mostly everything, to this one. And right now, like I'm playing with my own money. It's not borrowed money anymore. So I actually kind of made it out ahead with that. Like usually people don't do that, don't get ahead, especially as a beginner to play with borrowed money, like almost 100%. And to be able to get ahead with that, that's like almost unheard of. But with God's help, I was able to kind of pull that off a little bit. So it's not bad. It's pretty decent. Bill Nye signed the guy for Oh, that's awesome. Oh, thanks, man. But yeah, it's like some crazy risk that I took, but it paid off. Like I said, I just sometimes learn on my own mistakes. I just figure things out. Like research about it, and do whatever I can. Just use some common sense or whatever or whatnot. But yeah, definitely like you don't win all the trades. Some you win, some you lose. You just got to make sure you win in the long run, and you win more than you lose, and you win like bigger amounts. So that's kind of like what matters. That's kind of like what I'm trying to do. Like I said, I'm kind of bullish on this one, hoping for the Elon compensation package to go through. If it does, it'll be good. I'm kind of betting that it will. Like I said, it's not financial advice. I have shares, I have call options on this one, so we'll see what happens with that. But I'm definitely betting on it for the Elon Tesla package to go through. Then that one's gonna go high like crazy because it's leverage. It'll 2x whatever Tesla does, so that's kind of worth it for me. Like I said, AMD right now, like it's a decent stock. It's a good company. It's gonna keep on going up, but right now, probably wait to get in. I'll wait for a little dip. Probably wait for it to go dip down back to like 230, 220 ish. Might be a good time to get in. If it dips lower, I'll probably get into that one. Long term, it is gonna go higher. It's gonna go to like 280, probably within a few to several months, and then it's probably gonna reach like for sure, I think 300 within like a year and a half or 2 years. I think long term is gonna go up, but right now, short term, right now, I don't think it's gonna go up much more. I'd wait on that one for now. But that's like I don't have much in it. Like I said, I have like like $3.97. I don't have much in it right now. It's in a profit, but I'll probably wait to get in on that one. Nvidia has a higher likelihood to go higher than that one because Nvidia is gonna want to catch up to the AMD. So Nvidia right now for me short term is a better bet. QUBT, that's like a future quantum play. Like I have some money in this one. It's kind of like a risk, but like it could be like the future potential, kind of like AI type deal, but quantum computing. It's kind of behind, but it might take a while for like this to start going up like crazy. So I collected profits in this one recently, and I started to dollar cost average more into it. So my portfolio is kind of down on this one, not much, but I do add a little bit here and there to that one. I think it's worth it. I'll probably keep on doing that a little bit here and there. For me, it's worth it, but it's kind of like a riskier one. But for me, it's worth it. Sometimes if you don't take a risk, you won't reap a good reward. The USAR, this is a decent one. I think what I'm predicting, I'm collecting premiums from it right now. I have queued orders in for this one, but what I'm doing on this one right now, I'm like selling calls. I have some shares, over 100 shares, so I'm selling calls, collecting premiums, also selling puts and collecting premiums on that, doing the rinse and repeat, just back and forth collecting premiums on that. Just recently I collected a whole bunch in this, so this one's gonna chop around in this price range, like right here. Like if you click, I think from what I'm predicting is gonna chop around between like 19, 20, and all these price areas right here. So I'm just kind of collecting premiums up and down, selling calls, selling puts, performance covered calls, and collecting premiums from all this. That's kind of like what I'm doing with this one. Easy money grab if you're doing this type of strategy. Like for me, it's working out pretty good, pretty decent. Let's see. I subscribe, but I'm trying to learn this stuff. Oh, awesome! Thank you, Ryan. Let's see. Are you pulling money out each month? I'm trying to not pull money out, like, cause I do work on my main day job apart from this. But if I have to, I will. So far, I haven't. Like, since I started, like, roughly in April-ish, I'm trying to not pull any money out. Let's see. Just live on a Bitcoin standard. What is that? So just live on Bitcoin standard. Live on Bitcoin standard. So you want me to look at Bitcoin? I have Bitcoin. I don't have much in it. I'm not sure what you mean by live on Bitcoin standard. See, I don't have much in it. I'm kind of dollar cost averaging. I have $49.74. Just for the heck of it, I'll add a tiny bit right now. I think it'll dip a tiny bit more before it goes back up quite a bit more on this one. But like for the long term, I think Bitcoin will reach like $200,000. Uh, Probably within like a few months to like over a year. I think for like roughly in a year it could be like $200,000 stock. Obviously, it's not a guarantee, but how it's moving, how the momentum is going in the long run, I think it'll reach $200,000. So like I sold at a profit recently. I started to get back in. See, I don't have much in it. I have $50 in it right now, so it's like almost nothing. But I am adding to it a little bit. So like I think it's gonna keep on dipping a little bit more before it goes up. So, but for me to add a little bit for right now, it doesn't hurt. So it's not too bad. For the long term, it's a good deal regardless. So that's a good one for me. This one's a decent one. Let's see. I have so much. It's like crazy. Like my list, like it's. I think last I counted was like over 80 stocks that I have on the list here. Like one too many. Let's see. Won't regret. Buy you what? Buy useless coin. Won't regret. You trade future like you pro. I have futures on this one on Robinhood, but I never tried trading futures. Eventually, I want to try. See if I click on the what do you call it account, I have the options futures. If I go to a futures play, I could do a play, I could do a contract. But so far, I haven't done that. I do like I buy shares, I sell shares, I do options, I do all kinds of different option plays. Like I do like the crypto, a little bit of the crypto plays, but like I eventually want to try futures. I haven't done that. I think I'll be pretty successful at it because I'm pretty successful at stocks and options so far. I'm ahead on those, but futures eventually I do want to try that. I think that might be pretty interesting, and it's very profitable too if you know what you're doing, type deal. But like, yeah, I got so much stocks here, it's like crazy. But it's a good deal what I'm doing. Like I know what to get in, when to get in, and when to sell at a profit because I got so many. It's hard to track because there's so many. It's like crazy. Oh man. Oh, Netflix is kind of decent one because I think they're having a stock split recently, pretty soon. Uh, Look, it moved up a whole bunch recently. Wow, like 0.73% overnight. That's decent because once the stock split happens on this one, it's gonna be roughly worth about like $111, $110 per share. Just like roughly guessing, depends on where it's gonna divide itself from. But this one might be a decent play. A lot of times when the stock splits, before stock splits, usually the price wants to go up quite a bit, then they split. But on this thing, I think it might move up a little bit. I think then the split's gonna happen, and then like I think after the split's gonna happen, I think it's gonna go up a little bit more, and then it's gonna go down, and then it's gonna start going back up again. That's kind of like how I'm predicting this one. So I probably might get a whole bunch more once the split happens, ride this a short momentum up and then sell out, wait to go back down, then get back in again. That's kind of like what I'm planning to do with this one. Like if you could catch the short little pop after the split, I think that would be a good opportunity on this one. So like I don't have any on this one, but I do have some queued in to buy it over there later, but like just to kind of track it. But I think that would be a good thing to like catch the split, the momentum up like once it does that, and then sell at a profit, let it dip, let it sink, and then get back in type deal. That's kind of like what I'm planning with that one right there. Meta got smacked the other day. Yeah, Meta got smacked pretty good. Like for me, like Meta, long term, it's worth it to buy Meta. I started to dollar cost average into that one. I think on this one, I'm down a little bit. See right there, I'm down like $50 on this one, but I only have two shares. I started buying it after it dipped. Right now, I think it's a good grab opportunity. Right now for this one, it's like an opportunity of a lifetime. That's how I see it. Even if it goes down more, even if it goes down to like $600, that's where I'd add a whole bunch more. Because for the long term, this stock is gonna go up like crazy. Right now, it's like I'm saying, right now it's like a opportunity of a lifetime for this thing. It being down that much, like long term, this thing's gonna go down, go up to like over $1,000 within like now and like maybe a year and a half or 2 years. I think this stock will be a $2,000 stock, and this is a pretty reliable stock. Everybody uses their Facebook, their advertising, their Instagram, their everything. For me, this is like a way worth it deal. So I started to dollar cost average. Like I said, I have only $1,500 in it, and I'm gonna keep on adding more. But long term for me, definitely easy play. Like it'll keep on making money. Right now, like it's going down because it's investing. They say too much in the AI technology, which is a good thing. Yeah, short term there's pain because they're paying for something that's gonna make it go high like crazy. So like, and people are scared of that. It's like doesn't make any sense. It's like weird. I need to start buying more Rigetti and Nvidia. Rigetti and Nvidia, those are pretty decent ones. Like I said, let me check out Rigetti right now. Regee. Let's see. If I could find it here. Let's see. Rigetti. RGTI. Let's see. RGTI. RGT. Rigetti, this one. Rigetti Computing. I think this is a decent one right here. I don't see where it's at right now. For the long term, I think for sure it's gonna be going up. Like I think this is a definitely worth it one. Like I don't know if I have, yeah, I have a tiny bit, but this one's a definitely worth it one. Like I wanna keep on adding to this one. Long term, I think is gonna do very very well. So for right now, like market's not open, I could put in a tiny small amounts for now, kind of like just in case type deal, just to have something in it. But in general, for the long run, I think that's gonna do pretty good. I think that's gonna do very well. And then like Nvidia, I think long term is gonna keep on doing good. Like where AMD right now is like at 250 some like 250 some dollars. This one's gonna try to catch up with that. Although for this one it's hard because it's a way larger company, but it's still gonna try to do that. It's still gonna try to get there. So it's gonna wherever you see AMD, this one's gonna try to get there, and eventually it will get there. It just it's a harder battle for it because it's a larger company, but eventually it'll get there. So for this one, like I'm more bullish at the moment, more in this one than the AMD. But like I said, AMD will go up too, regardless, eventually. So like I have very like little of this one because I'm investing more on the Nvidia semiconductor, the small one that Nvidia invested in. But for me to throw a little bit at this one, it won't hurt. It doesn't matter. But I'm like more invested right now in the NVTS. NVTS, this is the one that Nvidia invested in like crazy. In Nvidia Semiconductor. Right now, I'm more in this one. I have call options. I have some stocks in it. And Nvidia recently invested multiple billions of dollars into this one. They're like partners because this is a smaller company. This has way higher potential to multiple X, so like faster. And so that means you could potentially grow your money a lot faster and multiply it faster than if you're in the Nvidia stock. So I'm in this one quite a lot more than Nvidia, just to kind of multiple the money faster. And then I got a whole bunch of queued orders for this one to like have filled that market open. So I'm kind of bullish on this one. Definitely getting some more of this one, like shares and options and all that stuff. And also selling puts and selling calls on it, collecting premiums at the same time. So I'm doing that with that right now. So for me, that's pretty decent. Let's see, what's your current long-term reoccurring buys? Sounds similar to what Nvidia did with Intel. Yeah, it's all pretty similar. So let's see, quantum computers, 30-year play. Let's see, I got two options play 28, and then 1, 2, 3 weekend easy money. Yeah, it's pretty easy money. So what's your current long term recurring buys? Well, my long term reoccurring buys, like I don't have too many because I try to collect money and rinse and repeat whatever possible. But the long terms, the one that I have that are gonna keep on doing well is the let me see. Like I said before, the SoFi. Right now, I got one of the most shares in this one. I'm invested. See, I got 307 shares in that one, 9,200 value. So I'm invested a lot in this one, and I also do selling calls and selling puts, kind of collecting premiums while it's kind of bouncing around in this price range, because obviously you can't make too much money like scalping or day trading with this because it's not making too huge of a move up and down. But like while it's doing that, I think it's gonna kind of keep on doing that. For right now, for me, it's a perfect opportunity to sell calls on this on the shares that I got, collect premiums on that, and also sell puts, to potentially get more of it at a discount and get paid while doing that. So I'm kind of riding the wave on this one, just pretty much collecting free money up and down. So it's kind of like a long term strategy at the same time because I'm predicting this stock within like a year from now, like to be like $80 to $100 stock, like a year from now. Like that's just my opinion, not financial advice, but that's why I'm so bullish on this one. So, and I'm collecting extra money by selling calls and selling puts, collecting free premiums on that one. The same thing with this one, the one that Nvidia invested in. I have shares in this one. I have options in this one, and I'm also selling puts and calls on it, chopping around sideways, just collecting free premiums on this one, playing and going sideways. So for me, that's like a no-brainer, easy play, easy money grab on that one. Lumen's kind of decent. I'm kind of doing the same thing on this one. It's kind of more risky, but I did make some profit on it going up and down. Right now, it looks like the momentum's starting to pick up back up again. I don't have too much in it. I just recently sold at a profit, but it looks like it might be something decent to get some more into. But I might add more to that one. But I recently sold that at a profit. Lyft. This is the one that I'm long term bullish on. I have not too much shares, but I do have call options on this one, and I kept on rinse and repeating on this by selling calls and selling puts. The same way I'm playing SoFi type deal, selling puts, collecting premiums to potentially get the stock at a discount and get paid doing so, and selling calls on the shares that I have. Right now, I don't have any, but I'll probably buy some more to be able to do that and sell calls and potentially sell the stock with a appreciation and at the same time collect premium because I like how I see it at the moment, kind of bouncing around this price range. And then long term, I think it's gonna reach like $30 plus within like now and maybe like 2 to 3 months. Like my opinion, my prediction, I think is gonna reach that. So that's how I'm playing that one. For me, it's like a very easy no brainer type deal on that one to do. I keep on making profits on that. Let's see, lift to zero. Maybe like in 100 years from now. Celsius, BT. Let's see. They bought Alania. Oh wow, BT. See, there's so much stocks to check. It's like crazy. I use SoFi before, and it's quick and easy money for their plans and good interest rate. Yeah, SoFi is pretty decent. SoFi spends too much money. Well, because it's a growing company, that's why it's kind of like right now bouncing around this price range type deal. Let's see, try Alania. Let's try Alania. See what that is. See what is. Did I get it right, Alania? I don't seem to find it here. Huh? Looks like Robinhood doesn't have Alania. They bought Alania. Huh. Celsius. Let's see. Do you mean by Celsius? Let's see. CEL. Let's see. S. This one you mean right here? Celsius? Is that one? Is that what you mean there? Nope. The drink brand was bought by Celsius. Oh. Celsius is probably a kind of a decent one long term. I could see like over there the momentum is kind of was building up, but Long term, I think it's probably a decent one. Like I think it might go down a tiny bit before it goes back up, but I think that one's a decent one. I probably wouldn't play it right now, but I think that's a good potential right there. Especially if you look at this one, like you can see like how it's making the higher lows and slightly higher highs, and then I think it's probably gonna dip a tiny bit more and try to go make another upper move. But I'll probably wait on that one. I mean, you could get into it if you want to, but I have like so many stocks. I'll probably wait on that one for now. But I think that should be a okay, decent trade, like risk to reward. I think that one's worth it for sure. Let's see, LCID. Let's see. Let's check LCID and what that is. LCID. Let's see what that is. Lucid Group. That one. Yeah, I know it's like a car company and EV and like tech, but like I probably wouldn't risk investing anything into it. Like me personally, you know I wouldn't do it. Like I think long term, I'm not sure if this company will make it. I know its products are pretty decent, pretty good, but like it has too much competition that are like kind of more efficient and more successful. So it's like I said, it's not a bad company or anything, but like with its competitors and what they are doing, and with this company, I probably just wouldn't trust it myself. I don't have any, and I probably wouldn't trust to do any bets or plays in that one. That's just my personal opinion. That's what I think type deal. Like I said, the company's not a bad company. Like it does good products, make good cars, good EVs, good tech, whatever. But like me personally, to invest in it, I probably wouldn't. Meta thoughts, meta thoughts. Like I would right now, like start getting into it. That's what I'm doing. Meta right now, it's like a kind of like a opportunity, like of a lifetime in this one. Like I started to dollar cost average. See, like over there, I have like $1,500 worth of it. Still, it's not much, but like if you see where it kind of dipped from, I think it's gonna keep on going back up eventually where it fell from. I think this is a very good opportunity, even if it's gonna go down lower, because there's still a chance it could still go lower. There's a chance it might even reach 600 or even like 590 or 580, like highly unlikely, but still there's a chance. If it does, I'll just grab pretty much almost all everything I got. I'll throw at it. Long term, it's a very good company. People will keep on using Facebook and like Instagram and all the other products that it has. It's just short term. Like people weren't happy because it's investing a lot into AI and stuff like that, and but that's actually something good for the long term because it's gonna make the company even better. So just people kind of not thinking right about it. But for me, long term, this is a way worth it one. Like I started $2 cost average into it. Why you skip? I don't mean to skip, but like, because I'm talking about like the stocks, and like it's hard for me to keep track and talk about everything in order. Like, I want to try to get all of them. Like, I try to get like the ones I see, the last ones that I see. I try to search those, the very last message, and then whatever I can find, going back down to the other ones. It's just hard for me to keep up with the flow of like stuff I'm looking at. Okay, so sound. Okay, I'll try sound and then the C jet. Okay, I'll do the sound first and then the C jet. Sound. Let's see. Let's check that one out. Soundhound AI. It looks like the volume momentum's kind of building up. I think this one's like a worth it one. Like just like basically fast looking at it, I think that one's a decent one. I think long term it should be better. I think at one point, from what it looks like, I'm not sure if it's gonna reach that exact same price over there where it was, but I think it has a high potential. I think eventually it will reach the $20 where it came from type deal. So I think for the long term, I think it does have good potential. I probably wouldn't bet my whole portfolio in it. Like I don't have much in it, but like I think it's worth it to have some in it. Right now, I'm not gonna add a lot. I'll probably right now just to kind of track it better. I'll add $1 to it, just to kind of easier follow it type deal. But I think this one's worth it. Like I'll definitely worth like if you have depending the size of portfolio, I'll probably invest like 0.5% or 1%, maybe even 2%. But I wouldn't invest a lot. Cause it's still slightly on the riskier side, but I think it does have a potential to like do a decent move type deal. Like it's not a very like too risky on my list type deal. Have I ever checked NLY? I could check it right now. Let's see. I have 30K, so NLY. Let's check NLY. NLY. Let's see what that's all about. So you're in this one right here. So let's see. NLY. I'll actually read about it. It looks like it's got some good momentum building up, some good volume. So I think this one has some pretty good possibilities, opportunities type deal. Like I said, I don't know much about this company. I'm gonna read it real quick here. So, Annaly Capital Management INC engages in the investment and financing of residential and commercial assets. It operates through the following investment groups: agency residential credit and mortgage servicing rights. The agency group invests in agency mortgage-backed securities. The residential credit group involves non-agency residential mortgage assets within securitized products and whole loan markets. The mortgage servicing rights group provides the right to services residential mortgage loans in exchange for portion of the interest payments made on the loans. The company was founded by Michael A.J. Farrell and Wellington Jamie, then Nathan Norris in November 25, 1996, and is headquartered in New York, New York. The listed name is Annaly Capital. So this one looks like it's kind of worth it because right now, like it's involved with the mortgage and the loans and stuff like that. And right now, the Fed cut some rates, not much, but the rates that it did cut, that gives the opportunity. You can see the momentum building up. Like I'm just trying to look at these things real fast, real quick, but I think this one has some good potential. Like just generally looking at it, so I think this one has a potential to go up quite a bit more. So like I wouldn't mind like also like putting some money into it. Like it has a potential to actually pop quite a bit. So just for me to kind of track it, I might queue in $1 just to kind of see what it does. If it does dip a little bit, I'll probably add some more. But I think eventually down the long term, like I think it's gonna go up quite a bit. Especially like December rate cut, it's not 100% guaranteed. Whether that happens, it doesn't really matter because we got the two here recently, and then uh, beginning of the year it's pretty close, and there should be some more coming. So regardless, they have some good potential right there. Just logically thinking about that. You know, yeah, mortgage rate. I don't know what the exact rate right now is. I think it's I haven't looked into that. I think it's like 7 or 6 point something. Invest in Blockbuster. Blockbuster, I don't think that's a worth it one. I'm not even sure if Blockbuster's still around. Let me see. Yeah, it's not even around. Robinhood doesn't have. I think it's bankrupt. Wasn't it bankrupt? I think it was out of business a long time ago. If he shorted that thing a while back, that would have been a good play. Okay, do you know what an REIT is? I'm not sure what you're talking about. REIT. Like you mean like the interest rate or REIT? Let's see what. Is this one the one that you're talking about? The stock about Alps ETF Trust Alps Active REIT ETF. This is the one, right? So about this one, let's see. I'm not like so a lot of these companies like I didn't really look at them before, so like I see momentum is building up right there, so I think that one has uh, a chance to actually pop. It looks like it's the momentum's like about to start going back up, but like I said, I don't know much about some of these companies, so I'm gonna read about it real quick. So our EIT is an actively managed ETF that provides exposure to publicly traded equity securities of U.S. REITs. Oh, REITs. The listed name for a REIT is ALPS ETF, Trust ALPS Active REIT ETF. So yeah, this one looks like it has some momentum building up. I think this one has a decent chance, decent opportunity to have a move up from what it looks like. You know, maybe like I said, I might add $1 to it to kind of track it, but I think this has a potential. Like it looks like the momentum's kind of building up on that thingy right there. So just in case, I might add a tiny bit for now, just to Q in the dollar, just to kind of track it easier. You know, let's see, Toy R Us. You mean like Toys R Us type deal? Let's check that. Toy. Oops. I don't know if this one has it. I don't think this one has it. Toy R Us. Kind of like what you put in. Toys R Us. Okay. Or toy. It looks like this one doesn't have Toys R Us. I don't seem to find it on Robinhood unless I'm mistyping it. Toys R Us. Will it find it or not? Looks like it doesn't want to find it. Look, it can't find it. Maybe it doesn't exist on Robinhood. Root. Let's see what Root's all about. Root. Hell yeah, Root. Looks like Root has momentum building up a tiny bit. So that one has a potential to keep on kind of bouncing up from what it looks like. I know, I'm Groot. Yeah, that's kind of like what I was thinking about. That's funny. Yeah, so what is the best big quantum computing play? IBM, Google, Microsoft? Uh, I'm not sure for the long term. I'll probably bet on something like this one. Like I said, I'll get to that one in a second. But this one looks like momentum is starting to pick up. Like I'm not sure what this is about. Root Engage Technology Insurance Company. So I'm not sure too much about the company, but it looks like the momentum is starting to build up. So I think that one has some good potential. Just this roughly fast speed looking at it. I might queue in $1 for that one just in case, but it looks like that one might be pretty decent long term. Near to mid long term type deal might be a decent play. But like let's see, you're saying uh, which one? My guys know CJet. Let's see. So in the quantum computing, I think I have the QUBT. I'm dollar cost QUBT. I think I got that one. Oops, I typed it wrong. QUBT. I think I have some of this one. So like I don't have too much in it. I have $235 in it. For the long term, I think it's gonna go up some more. Looks like the momentum and volume's building up. So I'm long term bullish on it. See how you see the very last candle over there, the volume is building up on the positive side. So I think for the long term, I think this one's gonna go up. And I have some money in it, and I sometimes keep on adding some more to it. See, I have some queued orders to get some more of this for market open. So, like maybe just in case, I'll ask the my crystal ball if I should get some more the crystal ball paper. This one. So should I buy some more quantum computing stock? Let's see what the paper will say. The paper said no. So for now, it's not the right time. Maybe it's waiting for a dip. So we gotta wait a little bit. My crystal ball white paper said not to buy it at the moment. So I think we gotta wait like a couple more days to get some more of that one. But it is a good one. I have quite a bit of it. But sometimes if my crystal ball says to pause, I gotta pause. So like I think it thinks that I got enough of it for now. So I'll probably ask it later tomorrow. So maybe it'll let me buy some more tomorrow. I think it'll be a good bet for tomorrow. White paper says Cat is leaving the play. GNPX. Let's see, GNPX. I'm not sure which one that one's. GNPX. Let's see what that one is. Genprex. Yeah, looks like that fell quite a bit. I don't see any momentum or volume. Actually, from this point on, I see a tiny bit of volume build up, but I want to read about it a little bit. About Genprex. So that's Genprex INC clinical stage gen therapy. The clinical stuff are like more on the riskier side, but some of them do pop and make money. I made money on some of these like clinical trial stuff. Company which engages in the development of therapies, the patients with cancer and diabetes. The company product is Recorsa Immunogen Therapy, a drug for non-small cell lung cancers. Other technologies include GPX02 therapy for diabetes. So, like, I think in general, this one might be good because it's involved in these type of cancer and the treatment of cancer and like diabetes and stuff. So it does have potential. Like I said, see in the 5 year thing, you can see the volume build up over there. But like, I wouldn't bet a lot. Like, if you bet like a small portion of portfolio, might be worth it. But I wouldn't bet like a crazy amount on it. You know, like it's too risky. You know, I'd probably just to track it, I'd probably add $1 to it. Oh, this one needs to makes me buying full shares because some stocks it makes you do that. So I'll probably queue in a full share for that one for now, just to kind of track it. But I think, or not 5-1, but I think that's a pretty decent one to kind of track, and it does have potential, but it's not a guaranteed type deal. Like I wouldn't bet my whole portfolio on this for sure, but it does have a what do you call it, like momentum. Looks like about to build up and start going up some more. I supposedly has a long-term 300 target. Oh wow, that's crazy. Like I said, there is the potential and possibility for that to happen. I've been sitting on open for years. I wouldn't. Hmm. Thoughts on the hymns after earnings? Hymns. Let's see. Hymns is a decent one. I sometimes I make money on that one. I want to look at that one right now. I like that stock. So right now it's 46.56. Let's see. Came down from over there. So right now, like it's not too bad. I think eventually it will go back. Like see right now I have like the 1 month chart right there. I think eventually it will go back to at least over there where it came from because it's a decent company. Like it's volatile. It keeps on moving up and down in these ranges, but I think it will within like now and maybe 2 3 months. I think it will go back to where it came from. Probably go higher from what it looks like. See, you can see the momentum starting to build up. The like very fast look at it. You know, like I think it does have some good momentum. So like right now, it's kind of too high to buy a whole bunch of it. Right now, like the things that I want to do or planning to do with this one is once it gets back down to like 31 $32, or like even right now, I would probably like sell a put to get into it for like a discount. For example, I'll maybe go November 14th, sell put and potentially get into it for a discount. You know, like maybe go click on like 43 or 42. Like click on 43. You know, get paid to get into that stock. You could change this price, get a higher premium, but then your break even is $40.37, and you get paid the premium to get in. That's like something what I would do on this one. But for me, it's totally a worth it stock, long term. Right now, I think it's kind of too high for me to get in it right now, but still, it's not too bad. Like to get into the shares themselves, I would probably wait for it to dip more because I think it will. But if you really want to get into it, I would play the sell put and get paid to get it for a discount. That's what I'll do this one right here. That's like my bet on that one. I see Stag Horizon. Let's see Stag Horizon. Sorry if I'm skipping a whole bunch of stuff, stocks that you're putting. I'm just trying to see the ones, the very ones down below that I could see easier. Stag. Let's see. Stag Industrial. Looks like this one, like just roughly fast looking at it, looks like it's pretty decent. Looks like it does have momentum buildup. Looks like it's doing pretty good in general. So I think this one will probably keep on going up from what it looks like. Not sure like exactly how fast, but I think the momentum's still like good on that one. Stag Industrial is a real estate investment company which engages in acquiring, owning, and managing single-tenant industrial real estate assets. It offers industrial real estate operating platforms for real estate ownership. The company was founded in Benjamin S. Butcher on July 22nd, 2010. It is headquartered in Boston and Massachusetts. The listed name for Stag is Stag Industrial. Yeah, like I said, like just before I read about it, it looks like the momentum's building up, especially with the Fed rate cuts and stuff like that happening. Looks like it's gonna keep on doing better. So this one's definitely a decent one to grow some money in if you want to. Like I'll probably add some more into that one myself, but like just to kind of track it, like what I do sometimes, I add a tiny bit. I'll change this into dollars, and then like I see if it dips a tiny bit more, I could add more and let it grow type deal. This is like I do this like instead of like adding it to a watch list, I just throw in a dollar and see if the dollar turns into like 90 cents or 80 cents. It's a good company's gonna go up, then I know when to add some more into that one. It's kind of like a basic strategy that I sometimes use. And then like once I see it dip a little bit, that dollar turns to 80 cents or 85 cents or whatever, and load up and ride the wave up and sell it at a profit type deal. But this one definitely has some momentum going for it. And I just fast, quick looking at it type deal. Let's see, UHO. I've been trading for 6 years and work as a licensed FA. Would not trust whatever process this guy has gone. That's funny. You're funny, liquefy spy. Do you watch Virgin Galactic? It rise and fall is good. Virgin Galactic. I'm not. I don't think I've ever seen that. But yeah, like that one I think is pretty decent. But let's see like the other ones. UHO. I wonder what the UHO is. UHO. Whatever it is, I don't see it on here, the UHO. Because I don't know all the companies or all the ticker symbols that you're typing. Because I'm already invested in a whole bunch of companies. Oh, HELIX is it still? Oh, Helix. Let's check that one out. Okay, let's see. HLX, I think is that one right there, huh? Helix Energy. Let's see. So this one looks like it might start going back up just like you can see the momentum building up, like from these short dated ones and the longer dated ones at the very end. So I think not even like I don't know anything about the company, but I think it might be something decent to invest some money in. Like I wouldn't invest the whole portfolio in it, but I think it's you can make some money on it if you invest a certain amount. I definitely wouldn't throw all my money in it, but I think it might go up from what it looks like a little bit, short term at least. What about gold mines? Let's see, Nancy, no go. What about gold mines? What kind of gold mines are you talking about? Just gold in general? I'm pouring money into it. Pouring money into it. What about gold mines? Like, I'm not sure, like, what kind of gold mines are you talking about? But, like, I do have some gold. I'm dollar cost averaging into gold. See right here, I have right now 1,154, 3 point something shares. But, like, I think it's gonna eventually be going up. Like I sold recently at a profit. I sold it when it was $400 plus. I sold it and I started adding a tiny bit at a time on its way down. And I'm probably gonna keep on adding to it. I think I still have some queued orders in it from another day. If I think from yesterday, some more queued orders to buy some more gold. But like if the market crashes, which once in a while it does, gold does the opposite and it goes up a lot. So that's when you could kind of hedge whatever you got and sell at least the gold at a profit when like the general market kind of goes down a little bit. I call it my cyber bling, the gold. It's pretty decent. So like you got to make sure you get some cyber bling. The same thing with silver. I get some of that too. I recently sold that at a profit, started to go back up again. This is the other cyber bling that I like. I keep on adding to. So like yeah, like it does kind of like opposite from like the general market. If the market's going up, these usually go down a tiny bit, short term, and then market goes, it just pretty much does the opposite from the market, So it's a good little hedge, and long term it keeps on going up. So these are safe. My tiny little cyber blings, definitely worth it. GDXJ. Let's see. Industry. Aerospace industry, I think that one's pretty decent. Like BA, LMT, GE, RTX, LHX. So like aerospace, I think is pretty decent. Let's see BA. I want to check what BA is about. Aerospace, I think is pretty decent for the long term. BA, like it doesn't show anything for that. Let's see the next one. BA LMT. So Lockhead. I don't think I have any in this one, but let me look at the chart here real quick. Looks like the momentum at the very end, the volume is picking up. So I think this one does have potential to go up short term. I don't know too much about Lockheed Martin Corp. Is a global security and aerospace company which engages in the. So yeah, this one for sure. Like just by looking quickly at the chart and the momentum at the volume, picking up on momentum, I think it's gonna keep on going up a little bit. I think just in case I might maybe throw $1 in it just to kind of track it. But I think it will keep on going up even short term a tiny bit more. Just quick little scans like this. I think it's a pretty decent company. Let's see, gold spot price to 500 ounce before end of 2026. Oh wow, it's crazy. BTC to 134K and then 150K before end of Q1 2026. UNH back to 400. Soon Tesla to reach 500 in the coming weeks. Bull holding above 10 is a buy. Oh wow, nice. That's awesome. Fort Worth, Texas, Lockheed. Let's see, wrestling happens, stock will go up. When WrestleMania happens, stock will go up. It's in Saudi Arabia in April. Oh wow. Does Lockheed have a plant in Texas? Let's see, Lockheed. Let's see, this is about Lockheed right here. So the company was founded in 1995 and is headquartered in Bethesda, MD, Maryland. Looks like the listed name for LMT is Lockheed Martin Corp. So it was founded in Maryland. I'm not sure where it's at right now. This is the one that you're talking about. But in general, it looks like it's pretty decent. Looks like the momentum and volume is picking up on that thingy. I think it's gonna keep on going up, even short term. I got to visit Lockheed in Fort Worth, and they make the Raptors there. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. That's crazy. That's awesome. They have a skunk corp department. They build fighter jets. Damn. Nuclear energy, good long term. Stay away from quantum computing stocks for now. Most are completely unprofitable and only trading high on overinflated towards. Yeah, the quantum computing is risky, but I start to dollar cost average a little bit in some of them. For the super long term, it could be like something like a AI for the kind of like a long-ish future type deal. I mean, I asked my crystal ball the paper and it said no on it for now, so like short term. I'm gonna ask the paper like my crystal ball paper, is quantum computing gonna go up like crazy in the future? Let's see what it says. Oh no, you were right. Look, it said no. Maybe that's a no go. That's a blow. Oh no. I guess we have to stay away from that one for a little bit. Yeah. Tell me this paper use is satire. Tell me the crystal ball note was satire. The crystal ball AI stocks. I got one Nvidia and Baba. Haha. Tell me this is not how I make how I make choices. Some choices are made with this paper crystal ball. Like it looks like it seems to be doing okay sometimes, but not all the trades. uh, that is because quantum computing is a secret. Just buy solid companies and sell covered calls on them. Yeah, that's like one of the things that I do a lot is like I buy like decent companies and I like sell calls, collect the premiums, and then I sell puts on those same companies. I pretty much do coverage strangles where I buy calls, I sell like I buy like stocks, and then sell calls on them, and then at the same time I sell puts and collect premiums on those two. So it's kind of like a coverage strangle. I do a lot of those. It's like an easy money grab on good stocks. BTC, BTC, BTC. Yeah, Bitcoin. I think it's gonna go up like long term for sure. I think it's gonna keep on going up. Do I have crypto? Yeah, I have crypto. I don't have too much of it right here. Like I usually dollar cost average. Like I buy some dollar cost averaging, then I sell it like when like it's in a decent profit, and I start buying it back again. But see, I don't have much. I got one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I got seven of these here. I also got like the Coinbase account at crypto.com. I have some more in there, but like I usually just play with this one. But I definitely kind of like to like add sometimes right now like a tiny bit to like the Shiba. Like these are like my cyber puppies that I gotta feed. Them doggies, cyber puppies. I usually add a tiny bit to those just to make sure they're not hungry. That they're fed well. And then the same thing with the other doggy, the other cyber puppy. I add a tiny bit to that one. Once you take care of them, then they take care of you. They spit like bigger amounts of cash back at you. So they're happy for it. So, I make sure I feed them too sometimes. They really need it. They're very happy and thankful for it. Gotta make sure I take care of my cyber puppies. They really appreciate it. Coin stacks, is it a buy or not? Because liquidity spy. Coin stacks, is it a buy or not? Coin, let's see. Just a coin in general, or let's see. Coin stacks. I don't think this one has coin stacks, but Coinbase. I'm not sure which coin thingy that you're talking about. Like when I look at coin, it has the obviously US dollar coin, the Coinbase. I have the Coinbase, what do you call it, brokerage, the crypto thingy. But like to invest in it, I'm not sure if this is one you're talking about. Because crypto in general is going to keep on going up for the long term. I think it's worth it. I think it's going to keep on going up. But I don't think I have anything in it. Actually, I do. I have like $7.54. So I do have a little bit in it, and it's slightly down. But for the long term, I think this one's going to be going up. So I think at least that one's not too bad. Just stacks. Let's see. Let's check just stacks. This one right here, right? SDX. This one's not even letting me trade or anything. STAX. STAX. Oh, I typed it. Oh, this one. Okay, I typed in the wrong thing at first. Tax-free USA short-term ETF. So let's see what this one said. This one's weird. It like doesn't have too much on the chart over here. I'm not even sure what this is like all about. About macro tax-free USA short-term ETF. Stacks actively invest in more municipal securities exempt from federal income taxes. It will hold short-term investment grade and high yield money bonds issued in the U.S. with an expected maturity of between 1 and 5 years. The listed name for stacks is Macquarie Tax-Free USA Short-Term ETF. Yeah, like it might be kind of decent, but like I don't know too much about it. Like I don't know if I would invest in this. Like if somebody knows more about it, that's their thing. But I personally wouldn't trust it. Like, yeah, I definitely wouldn't trust it. But like whoever like trusts it, it's their thing. Hi everybody, hi all the new people that are joining. But yeah, that one I definitely wouldn't trust. VEL, I have been waiting for Joby to pop. I heard, but less. Oh, I have Joby too. I think I recently got that one, but I don't have too much of it. Let's see, Joby. I have some of this one, not much. I got $18 worth. It's up in general a little bit. I think it's gonna keep on going up. Looks like the volume and the momentum is starting to build up, as you can see over there. So I think that this one has some pretty good, pretty decent potential. So like I do have some in this one. Let's see. I don't have any more queued in orders. I might like add a tiny bit for now, but I think it will keep on going higher. So just for now, maybe to dollar cost average, I'll add a tiny bit to that one. I think it's worth it. Let's see. HG goes. Look at EUAD. I got in a year ago. EUAD. Let's check that one out. EUAD. Select stocks Europe Aerospace and Defense ETF 4431. I think that one should be pretty decent. Looks like for the most part, like the momentum's up. Like looks like the volume kind of slowed down at the very end. So I think it might go down a tiny bit more before I think the long term. I think it's gonna go up. I think it's gonna keep on moving up. So I think long term is gonna keep on moving up from what it looks like. Just looking at the basic main picture of it. I think super short term it might go down a tiny bit, but I think it'll in general keep on moving up. That's kind of like what it looks like on that one. So I don't know if it'll let me buy just a tiny bit of this one, just in dollars for now, just to kind of track it better. Looks like it will. But for the long term, looks like that thing's worth it. So definitely just like roughly looking at the chart, I think that thing's a decent play. Definitely worth it, especially with U.S. drama. Oh yeah, for sure. With the U.S. drama and all the weird stuff that's going on, yeah, definitely worth it. But like I'm also like kind of bullish on the what do you call it? See, I have the TSL put. This is the cash secured put on Tesla. So I got that one going, but I'm kind of bullish on Tesla itself. I think, like me personally, I think that Elon Musk compensation package will go through. So if that goes through, Tesla stock probably go up 20%. But I'm playing the TSLL. This is a Tesla leverage. So if Tesla goes up 20%, this one will go up 40%. So I have quite a bit in this one, and I'm doing like a coverage strangles on this. I'm collecting premiums, like from selling calls and selling puts on this one. But in general, like if the Elon Musk compensation package will go through, which I think it will, the Tesla stock will skyrocket 20% at least, and this one will go up 40% because it's leveraged. So I'm kind of in this play. I'm kind of bullish on it, and I have some more queued orders to get some more when market opens. So like I really think, and the funny thing is, I asked the crystal ball paper and said that Elon Musk pay package will go through compensation package, and that it's worth it to buy a whole bunch of shares of it. So my crystal ball paper said yes. So it confirmed my thoughts on that one. So that one looks like it's a pretty decent play. So I bought a whole bunch, and I keep on adding to it, and I got like some more queued orders for that one. So still kind of a risky play. Who knows what will happen? But the crystal ball said yes, and I kind of strongly think that it's gonna go through, and Tesla stock will go up like crazy. So that might be like a pretty interesting, decent play type deal. So I guess we'll see what happens, but I'm bullish on that one. Let's see. SOXL is another I've heard for a while. SOXL. SOXL. Let's check it out. Definitely worth it, especially with the US drama. Yeah. SOXL. Let's check that one. SOXL. Let's see what. Oh, leverage pro. Okay, dismiss. So direction daily semiconductor bull ETF. Oh, I see. So how much is it leveraged? How much is this one leveraged? Because it doesn't say. So SLX provides, oh, this one's 3x leverage. 3x daily exposure to a modified market cap weighted index of 30 US listed semiconductor companies. The listed name for SOXL is Direction Daily Semiconductor Bull 3x shares. So yeah, this one looks pretty interesting. This one's like, yeah, it moves quite a bit, you know. So I want to check the premiums on this. Like if you sell puts and sell calls, see what that looks like. So if I, for example, sell a put, a week out put, see how much that would pay. The premiums on this are pretty decent. So to get it for a discount for like $45 in a week, I would get paid here $141. And obviously, you could always play with the price, change it to like 1.55, and most likely it would get filled for this price. So you could collect $155 to potentially get into this thingy for a cheaper price. And semiconductor long run, I think is gonna keep on going up. So yeah, this is a decent play just to even collect premiums on it. I think it's kind of worth it. You know, that's pretty cool. Yeah, 3x. Hi there, Manner Melodies. But yeah, like especially like on this one, I'd like do the selling calls and selling puts, just collect premiums, you know, type deal. I think that one's worth it, and kind of go slightly farther away from the price, but not too far to where the premiums are still pretty decent. But yeah, definitely this is a good one. Actually, I might add it. Let's see, I might add this one to like top stocks to trade, and then let's see, I'll probably get like $1 worth of it just to kind of track it better and easier. Like if I buy $1 worth of it right now, and then once I see this dollar turn into like 80 cents, 60 cents, or whatever, you know, like I'll know it's time to get in, you know, and then like ride the wave up, you know. But sometimes like it's easier to track it like that, you know, when you have something in it. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty decent. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, lift is pretty decent. I'm bullish on that one. I have call options on this one, and I'm adding some more to this one. Like I said, I predict this one to go like maybe to like $30 within now and like maybe 2 or 3 months, maybe slightly longer. But in general, I think this one's gonna go up quite a bit. And while it's doing that, I'm what do you call it? This the stock itself. While it's doing that, I'm buying like selling calls and selling puts, and also like I have leaps call options on it. You know, the long dated calls. I have some of those, at least one or two. So that's pretty decent for me. I keep on adding that and doing that. Like for me, that's pretty decent. Yes, I'm trading on Robinhood, Emmanuel. This is on Robinhood. So yeah, like this is a decent one. Like I kind of do the rinse and repeat on this one. I sell calls, sell puts. I have leaps contracts on this one. The same thing with the SoFi. Like one of my top ones that I'm playing right now. I'm doing the rinse and repeat is the SoFi. I'm doing like I have lots of shares on it. I have a whole bunch more queued orders for market open to buy some more of this one, and I'm doing the rinse and repeat strategy on this one while it's riding these waves, all these waves. I'm collecting the money in between. I'm doing what it's called the coverage triangle. So I have 300 shares of this one right now. So I could sell like three call options on this one, collect premiums on it, you know, like potentially staying in the same place or slightly going down or up, collecting premiums on that and selling puts on it to potentially get some more of it and get paid doing so. So it's called a coverage triangle. I'm doing this on that one right now. It pays pretty well, pretty good. I'll probably keep on doing that. Like it's a no-brainer play. Just pretty much, it's like collecting free money doing that. NVTS, I'm doing the same thing with this one because it chops around a certain price range and it's a volatile stock. So you just collect premiums by selling calls and selling puts, collecting premiums in between. You know, like I'm doing this with that one. It's a no-brainer play to do too. Very easy. These are like one of my main ones that I do this rinse and repeat, collect free premiums, pretty much free money. Lift, doing the same thing with this one. I'm selling calls, selling puts, and also have leaps options because eventually it's gonna reach $30, like within now and like maybe 2 3 months, maybe 4 months, something like that. So pretty much doing the same thing, rinse and repeat all these waves that it kind of keeps on chopping around, bouncing around. It's a good time to like just collect premiums on it type deal. So I'm doing a lot of that. Why isn't your account over a million with all those free money? It's not over a million because on the premiums you don't collect too much. And like on Robinhood, I recently started trading because last year I traded on a different like account. Last year I traded on Webull. Right now I started on Robinhood because if you can see this, if I click like all time, see I started last year. I was mainly playing on a different account. And this one I was kind of messing around a little bit. I didn't have much money in this one, so I started right here where you see April, like over here it says April 7th, April 14th. That's where I started this year to actually, make money on it when I started to be active on it. And it started growing, you can see it grew all the way up to that. And then if you look at what do you call it? If you look at the realized profit and loss, see, I could show you. This is while I'm doing my full time work, doing construction working. So this is the take home profits that I sold. So it's not I'm not making too much money for sure, but at least I'm making some money, like as a side hustle. And some money is better than nothing for me. That's for sure. So and then in 1 month, my take home profits is 3,864. That's collecting these premiums and like making some money on the stock appreciation, selling at a profit type deal. 3 months, like I said, like I mainly started doing this since April, and that's why the results are not that crazy because it's like a pretty much newly started trading type deal on this one. So yeah, for 1 month and just started kind of trading on Robinhood, I think it's not bad, almost 4,000. That's like what I sold and took home at a profit. And like if you want to see the trades, these are the trades that I did, like a lot of like selling calls, selling puts, and stock appreciation. All of these, obviously there's some red, but there's mostly all green, and all of that equals up to like almost $4,000. I go slower, but it'll take forever to scroll. But all of that equals up equals up to the 1 month of profit take home that I made, which is that over there. So that's on Robinhood. But like I said, I just recently started trading on Robinhood. I was trading on Webull last year, and I kind of made the transition in April of this year to trade on this one. That's where like it was around this area. Because before, like I had a little bit of money on it, and I played around a little bit, kind of went down a tiny bit. Then I started like focusing and trading. That's when it was, like went up like crazy after I started doing that. So yeah, nothing crazy, but definitely a little bit of extra money on the side doing this. It's kind of interesting, kind of fun. I don't mind it, and if somebody could learn from what I'm doing, I don't mind it. But also at the same time, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that, not even close. So I'm just kind of doing this to kind of log my trades type deal. And if somebody could learn from what I'm doing, I don't mind that. You know, just killing two stones with one bird. I think that's worth it. I don't want the bird to get hurt, so I'd rather kill the stones than the bird. Kill two stones with one bird. For me, that's kind of better. But yeah, also the, what do you call it? Kind of bullish on the Walmart stock here. Like, I don't know if you guys saw, like, I do the rinse and repeat on that one. I usually like right now I'm kind of waiting for it to go down to like maybe $100. I want to load up on that one. If it goes down to 90s, that's gonna be better. I'll load up some more, and then like I'll ride the wave all the way back up to where it came from because it will go back up there and higher than that. So it's one of my other trades I want to do. Pretty much rinse and repeat. Whether you want to just buy the shares at a low price and wait for it to go all the way back up to this where it came from. I do that, but most of the time I just buy a call. With a call, it's leverage. You could make a lot more percent higher faster, and ride it all the way back up, and sometimes higher. So kind of like that's one of my next plans to do on this one. It's like a boring stock, but it pays pretty good if you know like what you're doing with it. And it's very easy to predict, especially for me. Is I kind of got this one memorized, and I made like lots of thousands of dollars in this before, and just by rinsing and repeating, like very easy to trade. But yeah, that's one of the ones I kind of like to do the rinse and repeat thingy on. Like USAR, I do the rinse and repeat on that one, like by selling calls, selling puts. That one keeps on chopping around this one price range. So that's pretty decent for me. Like it went up like crazy, but went back down, but it keeps on chopping around this one area. So yeah, it's not too bad. Looks like we'll see what happens, but for right now, I'm just collecting. Excuse me, some premiums on that one. Let's see. Awesome. So you've only been doing this for a couple of months. Then, bro, good job. Respect. Oh, thanks, man. What percent growth have you achieved since April? Percent growth since April. Let's see. Well, like I started doing the short term trades since like last year. I was on Webull, but like I borrowed money to trade, and like I was doing pretty good. I ended up ahead, but then I switched like to everything to trade on Robinhood. So percent wise, this is the take home. So for the for take home profit that I sold at a profit for 1 week, take home profits that I actually sold, and like it's like in the brokerage account. So that's $1,000. That equals to 5.42% in a week. That's profit take home I made. For 1 month, profit take home I made 2.78%. It's for the 1 month of trading. That's take home profits that I was able to keep. You know, it's not that high, but it's better than nothing on a small portfolio. Because obviously 40 grand is like nothing. But still like something's still better than nothing. Obviously when you click on 3 months, it's slightly higher. Like I said, I started mainly in April doing this. So for the 3 months, it's like 2.74%. For year to date, see percent's kind of lower, but when you click on it, like April, like I said, that's when I started. Like I started doing this on April. Like it went up a little bit, went back down a little bit, then I started focusing on it more, and then it started going back up. But yeah, for 1 month, it's 2.78%. That much profit. 1 week, it's 5.42%. 40K to most viewers is a lot. Oh, good evening, everyone. Yeah, good evening, everyone. Awesome. So you've only been doing this for a couple of months. Yeah, I like on this one on Robinhood mainly since April. Like, and that's not full time. That's while I'm doing my full time job. Like I said, doing construction work and stuff like that. Like, but thing is, I have my own company, so I'm able to trade while I work. Like it's kind of like slightly less efficiency for the construction. Like while I'm doing construction, but I'm still like doing okay balancing doing construction and trading at the same time. But the sucky thing is like I can't record or live stream my trades while I'm doing my construction work, So it's hard to log or share the trades that I'm doing. But like maybe one day I'll try to do that. I'll be like, hey guys, I'm doing construction work, here's this, and trading at the same time. Maybe I'll record something weird like that someday. I don't know, we'll see. That'll be pretty interesting. But yeah, I got a whole bunch of these are like options right here. These are options. I got a whole bunch of these here. Some crypto stuff right here. I think got 7 or 8. And then I got a whole bunch. Like I added some more. There's one too many companies I got. Like so much. It's like crazy. I gotta eventually like what do you call it? Filter some of these out. Like keep the better ones, and then just to manage so much. It's like a chore, kind of a chore. Oh man, like I don't know how I'm able to like balance so much at one time. Oh, how much capital do I use? So right now, like I have my buying power is 9,729. So if you know subtract that from that, you could get your percent. But like, so that's like I'm not right at the moment. I'm not using all the capital, so I'm using like maybe uh, 50 to 75% of the capital on average to collect the money that I collect. So I usually try to have some just in case if there's like a market crash or a big dip or like a recession or something like that. It's good to have some cash, some dry powder on the side. That way you could just throw it in on the most like best decent like stock that's worth it and just write it up type deal. Yeah, you got to make sure you have that. Like once the market dips, market crashes, something crazy happens, it's good to have at least some that you could put it in and just ride the wave up like crazy. Like you got to make sure you get in on time type deal. But yeah, most of the time I don't use all my buying power. Plus, if the market will crash, I could update my borrowing power. I could remove the borrowing limit, and I could make it bigger. See, right now, I changed it to like 41 grand. So if I want to like have more of the market crashes like crazy and it's about to start popping up like crazy, I'll just tap into my margin. I think that's when it's kind of worth it to do that. And on the best stocks, just write it up like crazy, you know. But at the moment, I'm trying to play it more safe. So obviously, this is just for an example. I'm showing like what my options are, but for now, I'll just keep the $1 borrowing limit because I don't want to mess around. Like I played with 100% borrowing power. It's not fun. Like I ended up ahead, like I said, but it's very risky and like sometimes like kind of stressful a little bit too. So this is a basically like an app for stock trading, but it has training wheels. Training wheels. What happens in a margin call? Well, in a margin call, like if the stocks are going down, I think you'll like they could probably liquidate the stuff for you. So like whatever you owe them, that you end up not owing them. But like depending on the situation, and if the stocks go down, like if you end up owing them, you just they call you or whatever to get a hold of you, you're gonna have to pay them back. You know, it's just something like that. But I wouldn't want to risk it, so I do have the option. So I'd use it if I need to, but I try not to. Like worst case scenario, I'll tap into it if I need to type deal. But like yeah, with the margin stuff, it's better to be safe. Like I said, last year, like I borrowed like $25,000 a personal loan, and like on top, I was using Webull brokerage, and on top of that, like I use margin on Webull, and sometimes they let you borrow like 3x. So I was like pretty much like playing with 100 grand plus because I had a tiny bit of my own money added to that. So I was like playing with like 100 grand of borrowed money. It was like super risky. But the thing is, like I said, I got ahead and I like made profit. I got out ahead. I paid off the loan, and then I switched everything to Robinhood because it has better options on some like calls and puts and like the legs. It's more customizable on some things. So that's why I kind of sticking more to this one. But I still like the Webull brokerage. It's pretty decent. I still like have some money on it. I do some trades on it, and then I got the Moo as well. It's like the newest one I got. But like they're all pretty good, pretty decent. So much red, I know, right? Gold is not that bad. I keep on dollar cost averaging to it. Like it's a good thing for like the long term. You know, if the market does crash, it's like a good thing to kind of hedge, have something more stable. So once in a while, I add a little bit more. I sold it, like I said, recently when I was like at the very top. When I was over here, I sold that, and then I started buying some more as it was dipping. So right now, I have like $1,154 in this one. So in general, it's slightly down, but it doesn't matter because eventually it's gonna go back up way higher than where it's at right now. I think it's gonna be like roughly predicting it's gonna be like $20-$30 higher than where it's. I mean 20-30% maybe higher than where it's at right now. So for me, that's long term worth it type deal on gold. Yeah, we both had it years. So yeah, we both had it years. Kind of hard to read. Do you swing trade? Yeah, I do swing trade. I do all kinds of trades. I do swing trades. Sometimes I do day trades. Sometimes I do scalping, like super quick get in and out type deal. They're kind of a little bit more rare, but I do those. Option trades. I do option trades. I got a whole bunch of options right here. Right here, all of these are options. Uh, Sometimes I do options day trading. I even do option swing trading. What do you call it? Got some crypto. I do a whole bunch. I have futures trading on this one, but I never done futures trading. I have it like I got the futures trading account on Robinhood. I got the futures trading account on Webull too. I just never tried it for some reason. Maybe eventually I'll try. Webull fair price. Yeah, Webull in general, I think it's a fair price to get the stocks. Robinhood doesn't let you see it per hour or per minute. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I have the Webull app. I still like it. It's pretty decent. Like I trade on it, but like I do most of my trading on this one because the stocks, yeah, I look at the chart and everything, but a lot of them I kind of have it memorized and what they should do type deal. So yeah, I think for the long term, Webull is pretty decent. Like I said, it might try to compete with Robinhood. I don't think it'll be as successful as Robinhood, like as a company, as a brokerage, but I think it will go like higher long term. I think it has potential. I think I have a little bit in it, but I'll try to dollar cost average in this one. But it may take a little while for it to kind of start going higher. But long term, I think this one is worth it, and I kind of want to add a tiny bit at a time to this one. Just kind of dollar cost averaging. The volume looks like it's going down for right now, so I think it might dip some more from what it looks like before it goes up on this one. But for like the very long term, I think it'll keep on going up. So I do have some of this one that's pretty decent. Webull is out of Chicago. Who is your top three bullish stocks for the long term, if you don't mind? It's hard to tell like the top three, but I'll show you one of the ones that I got that I'm bullish on. So pretty much SoFi for the long term. It's probably not gonna go super. It's probably not gonna go super crazy fast, but it is growing pretty decent. So this is one of my top ones. For now, I have one of the biggest positions on this one. So I got 307 shares, almost 10,000 in it. Apart from that, I do have like some call options on it. So this is one of my biggest ones. And on top of this, I collect premiums. Like I sell calls on the shares that I have, and I sell puts to get it for a discount. So I'm doing rinse and repeat collecting premiums from this thingy. So this is one of the ones I'm very bullish on. Let's see, Nvidia, TSM, and then like let's see, like I showed SoFi. This one I'm also bullish on. Like I do the what do you call it, selling puts and selling calls on this one. So mostly like a SoFi, Lyft. I'm pretty bullish on Lyft, kind of medium to long term, because this one I'm predicting to go up to like $30 within like now and maybe 2, 3, 4 months ish, something like that. So like I have calls on it, and I'm selling calls and selling puts on this as well. And shares wise, I don't have too much. I gotta get some more to be able to sell more calls on it. But this one I'm bullish on. Let's see, and the Tesla, the TSLL. This one I'm bullish on, kind of like more longer term and medium, like short term type deal. Because on this one, I'm predicting the Elon Musk compensation package to go through. Once that goes through, the Tesla stock should go 20% higher. If Tesla stock goes 20% higher, this one will go 40% higher because it's twice leveraged. So I do have over 100 shares of this one, over 2 grand worth of value, and then I have some more queued orders coming in to get filled at market open. So this one could be like a nice, crazy move up. Like I said, if Elon Musk compensation package for the Tesla company will go through, this one will go insane. This one's gonna fly. So this one like could make a crazy big difference, and that's coming up. I think this November 6th or 7th. I don't remember exactly. I think it's November 6th for this one Elon compensation package to go through. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor or anything, but like me personally, I think it's gonna get approved and the stock will go high like crazy. That's kind of what I think on that one. Invest in Chuck E. Cheese. Invest in Chuck E. Cheese. Last year, we all had a chance to buy Bitcoin at 15K, and a lot of us passed. Now look at it. I know, right? For sure. Like, totally missed out on 15K. That was like a steal deal. Volatility decay in the leverage ETFs is risky, but I like your thesis on TSO. Oh, thanks. I appreciate you're right on SoFi. Tesla fluctuates too much for me to be comfortable personally. How do you feel about the overall market? Do you think the market is oversaturated and will drop down again? Invest shaky piece. So what I think about the stock market, I think it is kind of like on the high side right now in general. Like for example, SPY and the QQQ, the general market, I think it's kind of high on the higher side. But I think depending where the government shutdown will go, it might play effect on the stock market. It might kind of stun it a tiny bit. If it weren't for the what do you call it market for the economy shutdown, I think it would keep on moving up the momentum. But I think the government shutdown kind of stunned it and paused it for a little bit. I think as soon as the market shutdown's over, I think although the market's kind of high, but I think it's gonna pop even higher. That's kind of like general picture of how I see the market. I think that's kind of what's gonna happen. Invest shakies. I'm still upset about it. What happened to shakies? Let's see. Shakies. Looks like it doesn't have it on here. I've never even heard of that company. MP Materials. I'll check MP Materials. MP Materials. Let's see. I think I have some of that. I have $93 worth of that. So I want to see like what I'm planning to do with that one. Looks like for right now, like it started to move down. I think long term, I think long term there's good potential in it. Like I have some of it, but I'm kind of dollar cost averaging into it in it at the moment. But I think I don't think it's gonna go crazy. I don't think it's gonna move like something super crazy. But I think it will move up. Like I think it'll like start creeping up here shortly. But like I said, I don't have too much in it. Like $93 I have in it. It's not much. But like I said, I wouldn't invest too much in it, but a little bit to dollar cost average and to like cash it out a profit way later is worth it. But like in the near future, I think it might be kind of going down a little bit, but I think eventually it's gonna start moving back up. So this was like something more long term type deal is worth it. So I wouldn't buy a whole bunch of it. A little bit to risk in this one, I think it's worth it. But I don't have like too much like trust in that one. Like, but I think it will move up a little bit. Oh, you're welcome, Xavier. Thoughts on the ULTY? ULTY. Is this the one that you were talking about? ULTY. The volume, the momentum, the everything looks pretty bad. Looks terrible. Looks like almost like just looking at the general basic picture looks like almost no hope. Like it went up a tiny bit there, but like I'm gonna read about it. I don't know too much about it at all. Let's see about this company here. So UL2I is actively managed, seeking to provide monthly income through a portfolio of covered call strategies. The fund generates income via option premiums, dividends from directly held U.S. stocks, and the U.S. Treasury positions are held either directly or through synthetic based on implied volatility levels. The list is named for UL2I as Yield Max Ultra Pan Income Strategy ETF. So it's made for income. Let's see. The 30-day dividend is not that bad, but like sometimes the dividend's kind of pointless if you look at the stock and like it kind of goes down in general in the long run. So the pretty much the dividends that you make, the stock goes down. So it's pretty much you got to pay taxes on these dividends, but you don't make any profit because it keeps on going down. So for me, it's like a kind of pointless stock. Like I personally wouldn't trade this one. Like the dividends that you get in a stock going down in the long term makes your profits that you make from the dividends taxable, but because the stock is still going down, it's like you're paying taxes on these dividends for no reason, and the stock is losing value. It's like a uh, I wouldn't do that definitely. Yeah, you are receiving your own money in dividends. Yeah, pretty exactly. Xavier's right. Yeah, I wouldn't do this one. Let's see. BTC, do you mean BTC as in the Bitcoin in general or like the Bitcoin ETF type deal? Bitcoin in general, like I have some of it. Like you see over here, I have $50 worth of it. I recently sold at a profit, but long term, I think it's gonna go up. Like my personal opinion, I think in a year, maybe to like a year and a half to 2 years, within that time range, I think it will reach like $200,000 per coin, per Bitcoin. Short term, I think it might keep on going down a little bit before it starts moving up. That's why I'm only adding a little bit right now at a time. I'm kind of slightly down on the position that I have, but I don't have too much in it. I think short term is gonna go down a tiny bit more before it starts moving up. Long term, I think is gonna go up like crazy, like quite a bit crazy. So that's kind of like my thoughts on that one. Long term, it's a very good, very very good play. Short term, I think is gonna go down a little bit more before it goes up. Let's see, advice for someone who can only afford to put in $200 a month, strategy wise. Okay, $200 a month strategy wise. Like if you could put $200 a month, strategy wise, I would just put it in like a good stock. Like obviously I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. Like, and like I can't really give any good advice, but like put it in a good stock, and like once you build up enough money to start like selling puts and selling calls, that's one of the easiest way to collect some passive income. Like for example, you could do that. Let's see, like a safe stock, like I'm doing a lot on the SoFi. So for this one, you need to have like $3,000 roughly to do like slightly under if you sell a put on this one. But for example, if you save up enough to do something like this on a decent stock that's going up long term, put it in a stock like this. That's just an example. It's not advice, but that's the one I'm in, and that's what the one I'm planning. Put it in something like this, like a SoFi. Save enough to where you have 100 shares of it. Then you could sell calls against that, collect premiums. So and then if it reaches the price, like you'll make the profit on the appreciation, then you'll make the money on the premiums that you collect doing that. And then if it gets called away, you could sell puts to get back in at a lower price and get paid while doing so. That's like the easiest, safest way on a safe company to collect money, which that's exactly what I'm doing on some stocks. You know, like that's one of the ones I do. I'm doing this on SoFi. It's a good one. I got over 300 shares on that one. I'm doing that like on the lift. That's for me pretty decent. That's safe. That's like long term for me, in my opinion, is going up. I'm doing that on the Navitas, NVTS. That's slightly more risky, but it's going up if I could find it. But for me, definitely a safe one is SoFi. It's still kind of volatile. The premiums are pretty good, and long term is going up. Let's see. I'm also doing the same strategy on the TSLL. The premiums are good on this one. For most people, it's kind of more riskier, more volatile. But I'm making money on it. I've been making money on it, and I keep on making money doing the same thing that I'm doing. So I'm profitable with that one. It's more of a risky one. You need less money to do this one because it's cheaper, but the premiums are very good, very decent, just because this stock is very volatile. But yeah, that's like the general picture of what I would do like with this type of thing with small amount of money that you keep on adding onto your thing. Full port NBIS and retire. Full portfolio on NBIS and retire. That's funny. Let's see Fubo. Let's check out Fubo. Fubo TV. Looks like there's some kind of momentum going on there for some reason. So for some reason, it looks pretty bullish. Just looking at the general picture and the volume buildup and everything. Just looking at the basic picture, it looks like it's pretty decent. I gotta drink some water. Uh, okay, let me see. Fubo TV. So Fubo TV engages in providing subscriptions to sports, news, entertainment content. It offers a service. Yeah, I know it's like a TV service type deal, but for some reason, it looks pretty bullish. I don't know why, but maybe because Netflix recently was having issues. But the momentum for the most part looks pretty decent. Looks like it has some decent momentum to the upside. I wanna, what do you call it? Ask the my crystal ball paper if it's worth it to buy some more of that. Let's see. I thought football was dead. Oh, I thought so too. Like I didn't hear much about it, but when looking at the chart, it looks pretty bullish. Look at the volume, like at the very end, like the buildup and the momentum. Like it looks pretty decent for some reason. Just looking at the basic chart, simple basic chart, the momentum buildup looks pretty decent. Like so, yeah, like sure, kind of. I don't know why, but it looks bullish. Like it looks like it might be worth to put some money in there, just in case I could put in like a dollar, just to see how it does. It's kind of easier to track it instead of putting it on the radar on the watch list. Now I'll see what it does, but it looks pretty bullish. Asia isn't rich for grab. I'm gonna ask my crystal ball white paper if it's worth to buy lots of Fubo. So is it worth it to buy Fubo? Let's see what the crystal ball paper will say. Oh, this thing he said no. So for some reason it looks bullish on the chart, but the crystal ball paper thingy said no. See, it's like kind of weird. Like I wonder why it said no. It's kind of weird. But anyways, that's me over there trading my messy office here a little bit. Just sharing the space that I'm trading at. My laptop, I could trade on that thingy, but I like to trade on the tablet because that thing trade like works better. It functions faster. But yeah, some my drinks, messy office, just weird random stuff here. Pretty crazy stuff here. Okay, let's see. Fubo will jump 30 overnight. It's early Netflix. Yeah, that's a big possibility. I usually like for some reason the momentum's picking up like crazy. Hey, hi there, house chillin' 8386. How's it going? Netflix gonna buy Fubo since Netflix just did a 10-for-1 stock split. Yeah, I don't know too much news about it. There's a big chance that'll happen. If that'll happen, then Fubo it's not gonna exist. But if that's not gonna happen, something's going on with Fubo TV because the momentum looks pretty good. Like if you look at all the time frames, like the volume and everything is green at the very end where all this is going on type deal. So something looks pretty bullish on it, like in general. I don't know why. But just in case I queued in $1 for it. But yeah, the Netflix could be a decent play. Like you said, it's doing a stock split. I don't remember exactly what day they're doing that. Can't remember that day, but like from let me see Netflix. I'll go on that one. So I think that one's gonna be a decent. Once the split happens, it's gonna go down to the price per share is gonna be like 100 and something ish, maybe 110, 111 roughly. And then I think the stock right after the split, I think it's probably gonna go up a tiny bit, like quite a bit. And then after it goes up a little bit, I think it's gonna go down. So like if I was to get in, I'll probably get in after the stock split, like ride it up a tiny bit, sell it, then let it go back down, and then get some more when it dips, after that move type deal. That's kind of like what I want to do. Invest in Rite Aid. Oh, Rite Aid. Check out Fubo and Rite Aid. What's up with the Rite Aid thing? I could check it out. Rite Aid. Rite Aid. Why isn't it having it? Let's see. I thought 300 was expensive into 2021. Now, crap. That's why it's not finding the right aid thingy. Oops. It's where it's not finding it unless the spelling is wrong on it or something. Invest RITE aid. Yeah, see, it doesn't have it when I type that in for some reason. Unless something's misspelled here. November 17th. Oh, nice, nice. Terrawolf. I bought Intel when it was low. I believe it can turn around. Yeah, there's a chance that Intel will probably go up higher, some more, but or well, like right now, government's investing in it too, so like it might do okay in general. TerraWolf, let's see what that is all about. TerraWolf. This one I think it's kind of decent. Uh, I thought I had some of it. Maybe I don't. Maybe I have. Oh, I have some queued in to buy for later. Okay, yeah. But I think this one's pretty decent. Like I'm trying to get into this one a little bit. Like I think long term it'll keep on going higher. Like the momentum for it looks pretty decent. Like look at that big volume buildup. It's starting to volume, momentum, everything's building up like crazy for that thing there in the edge. So it looks pretty decent for the most part. It looks like it's gonna keep on going up. Like I would definitely add some more to this one. I have some queued in for that. I want to see how much. Probably add a little bit more. So I don't have much. I could probably add a tiny bit more. Maybe I'll add like $10 more to this one because the momentum buildup looks pretty decent, pretty good on this one. So I think it's worth it to add some more. RDDT. Let's check RDDT. RDDT. Let's see what that Reddit. Okay, let's see the general picture. I think in general for the long term, I think it's gonna go up. Look at the final last volume thingy there. It's starting to build up. Like in between, sometimes it's hard to tell, but looking at the main general picture and knowing about it, I think it's gonna go up some more. You know, like this one might be a worth it one to invest in. Like right now, it's kind of hard to tell, but when you look at all the time frames, especially when you look at the very last one, looks like you see the volume like build up on the very last candle over there. So I think that one's a pretty decent one. Like it's probably not gonna move crazy fast or anything like that, but I think it will be going up kind of slowly and steadily. Obviously, up and down like stocks move, but I think it will go up like higher long term a little bit. Let's see, invest in Bed Bath and Beyond. Bed Bath and Beyond didn't like go bankrupt or something or close to that just recently. Yeah, it's tough with hype versus utility. Yeah, for sure. Invest in Bed Bath and Beyond. Let's see, Bed Bath and Beyond. I think this company was pretty close to bankrupt or some weird thing like that. But it looks like it got out of that. So yeah, I don't know too. Like I know what the company is and what it does, but like I don't know like what's the status on like when it was close to its bankruptcy stuff and everything. But I think it does have potential to go up higher. Like I don't think it's gonna climb like crazy fast or anything like that. But I think it does have a opportunity to move higher. You know, but like I have so much companies I probably wouldn't risk investing in this one. Although there are opportunities and there's a decent chance that it could go back up, you know. But like I probably wouldn't. Just me personally, like I probably won't add to that one. But it's kind of risky. Invest in 99 cent. Which exchange is that? Right, Fubo and Disney deal. Fubo and Disney deal. Yeah, that could be pretty decent. Invest in 99 cent. What kind of deal is the 99 cent? So if I click on, let's see, 99. See, it doesn't have the 99 cent. There we go. Invest in that thing or whatever that is. There's the 99 cents. Let's buy like some of that. No, this doesn't look like 99 cent. I don't know whatever the hell that is, but I probably wouldn't trust this weird thingy. Yeah, it's kind of too weird. Kind of weird. Let's see. When selling covered puts, is it the volatility of the stock that determines the payout? Well, selling the put on a stock, like right here, I'll show you on one of the stocks that I got. So if I put sell, so I click on this one. For example, if you want to do a short dated one, I'll show you how to do it. November 7th, you go sell put on this one. So you collect a premium for example, if somebody's what do you call it, buying a put, they think the stock is gonna go down, and they make money if it goes down. If it doesn't go down on their end, the money expires worthless for them. But on your end, because you're selling the put, you're collecting that money. So on your end, like let's see which one we'll do. For example, if the strike price won't reach 29.5 over here, you'll collect $90 for doing this trade. You're collecting this whole premium if this contract expires by November 7th and if the price doesn't reach 29.5. So if the price does reach 29.5 or lower, Robinhood will buy 100 shares for you for $29.5, and you'll still collect that premium of $90. So it makes your break even price on this trade $28.60 in general. That's with the premium and everything. It's kind of like you're getting paid to get into the stock. And usually when I do these, for example, you do one contract, if you're doing one practicing, you could change the premium price. I usually change it to like 1.00. So instead of $90, you could collect $100, and most of the time it fills. You got to bargain with them. Like brokerages and stuff like that, and so you could collect $100 within a week just before doing this trade. Like free money. It's like you're getting paid to get into a stock for a lower price type deal. You know. So yeah, that's kind of like pretty basic. So to sell puts is to get into the stock at a discount, and you get to collect premiums while doing so. I see. It like betting on it going down. Yeah, yeah, it's kind of like betting on it going down. That's true, but it's safer because uh, like if you're buying the puts, it could expire worthless if it doesn't reach your price target. You could lose all of it. With that one, the stock has to go down to zero to lose a lot of money. That's like highly unlikely on a good stock, and still you don't lose everything because you still get to collect the premium. So you still end up being ahead of the person that's just buying the stocks straight. XRP is pretty decent. Buy, but you could lose 2,800 on that max. Yeah, 2,800. Like if the stock goes to zero, yeah, you'll lose the whatever the stocks you're invested in. But the thing is, you'll still collect your premium, so you'll still be ahead of the person that at the same price range bought the 100 shares of stock without the options. So because you get to collect a premium, you're still ahead in that phase. So I can't wait to try it. The way I see it, it's a win-win because you either sell your stock or get the premium. I'm too broke at the moment. Oh, I see. Yeah, sometimes like if you have patience, like if you even add a little bit, like $200 a week or whatever, get to the point where you could do one and keep on adding money. Once you even get to the place where you could do selling these calls or whatever, just keep on doing that. Keep on adding it on a good company. If you keep on doing that consistently, you'll do pretty good, especially if you keep on adding to your brokerage and stuff like that. Let's see, when the Disney deal goes through with Fubo, expectable go to jump up 30 on the way to becoming a little Netflix. Oh wow, that's crazy. How long would you announce the stocks? I literally sent you comments 6 hours ago. You are still here. Which stocks did you want me to like check out? Like Sometimes it's hard for me to catch every single one of them because the messages are going through so much, and I can't catch all of them. I try to catch the ones that I'm able to see. So MySpace, I think MySpace doesn't exist anymore, right? Oh, top 10 penny stocks. I don't do too much penny stocks actually, because like the cheap ones that I got. Let's see. For me, I don't do too much penny stocks. Penny stocks considered something that's like from like could be that cost like from a few some pennies to like maybe $2 to $5 roughly like that. But I don't think I have much of those. Let's see. Yeah, this one's kind of like a penny stock, like medical science and all the weird stuff. But like I don't have very cheap ones that are penny stocks that I know of. So unless you know of some and you could let me know. Hey Diesel, you're back. What up, Diesel? MySpace is still a thing. Like I don't think MySpace is still a thing. I think it doesn't exist anymore. Let's see. Is that Uphold or Robinhood? I'm trading on Robinhood. This right here is Robinhood. This the one I'm trading on right now. That's Robinhood. House chilling. Thanks, thanks, Nicky. Oh, you're welcome. Let's see. What's up, bro? How's it going? Hey Diesel, it's going good. I'm just looking at more like trades and like planning some things here and like looking at some stocks here. Just you know having fun with the market and numbers and all the weird stuff here. Just chilling. Uh, just seeing how things are going here. Just playing with numbers. Let's see, KOST stock. Let's see, KOST. What is that thing? So this one, like, it doesn't have that. The KOST, whatever that is, they don't have it on here. Waiting for all those paper flip orders to hit in the morning, huh? I know, right? I've done a couple of them with my what do you call it? Crystal ball white paper thingy. I've done some of it. Like, looks like it's pretty accurate for the most part. Oh, KTOS. Oh, I bought MP materials when it was $3. Oh wow, that's crazy. You probably got a good deal there, Tam. Crazy good deal. KTOS. Let's check KTOS. See what that's doing. KTOS. Okay, so Kratos Defense and Security Solutions. Let's look at the chart here real quick. ETH below. So this one looks like the momentum is building up. Like if you click on the very last part, so looks like it might do good. Looks like it might have some potential here about Kratos Defense. Let's see. Kratos Defense and Security Solutions INC engages in the provisions of mission critical products, services, and solutions for United States national security priorities and operates through the Kratos Government Solutions KGS and unmanned system US segments. The KGS segment consists of an aggregation of KGS operation segments, including microwave, electronic products, space, satellite, and cyber training solutions. The US segment refers to the unmanned aerial, unmanned ground, unmanned seaborne, and related command, control, and communication system businesses. The company was founded in December 1994 and is headquartered in Round Rock, Texas. The listed name for KTOS, Kratos Defense and Security Solutions, INT common stock. So yeah, this one looks like it's involved in like the government and military and all that stuff. So looks like eventually should start doing good because you could see the momentum's building up and it's starting to do good. So I think this one has pretty decent potential. Like Like I'll just in case, maybe for now, like either add it to my radar, or I'll just, usually what I do, add $1 to it out of my holdings and kind of see what it does with that, and kind of track it like that a little bit better. So that's queued for tomorrow for market open. So that one looks pretty decent. Looks like that one has pretty good potential to keep on going up. Crypto is tanking tonight, but I like XRP personally. I like XRP. I have some of it. Robot companies will be up soon. I don't know which one though. Yeah, I think for sure robot companies will be up. The biggest robot company I'm betting on is the what do you call it? The Tesla. That's the one I'm betting on, especially like with the Elon compensation package, because I'm betting on that one to go through, to pass. Once that passes, the Tesla stock will skyrocket. And I have shares in it. I have over 105 shares in the Tesla leverage over there, over $2,000. And I have some more queued orders for Monday for market open. So I'm kind of betting on this one. Like I said, it's not financial advice, but I'm kind of bullish on it, and I think Elon's compensation package will go through, and I think the stock market will go up a lot. So that's kind of like what I'm betting on. Obviously, we'll see what happens, and I'm not a financial advisor, like I said before, but that's what I'm betting on. So we'll see how it plays out. I'm bullish on it. I have some more queued orders for that one. Hopefully it'll go out play crazy. Let's see, gold. I keep on adding to the gold. Looks like it's starting to move back up. I'll probably add to that one later. Let's see. I gotta plug in my phone because my phone's like almost fully dead. Yeah, because I'm doing the live stream on the phone and it's like almost fully dead, so I gotta plug it in right now. Let's see. Get my charger thingy here. Gotta lift it up because the phone was sitting on a stand. Oh shit. Okay, plugging in my phone. Okay, plugged in. Awesome. Now the live stream could last a little bit longer. Let's see. Let's see what we got there. Who's the greatest Avenger? XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana. I had most of looking to buy back in soon, but sold most of it a few days ago. Nice, good luck. Yeah, I mostly have XRP savings. Nice, nice. Some good stuff. Adjust this thingy better a little bit. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back here for a second. So I'm trading in this thingy because it kind of gives me good luck a little bit, you know, like when I use this, because it's like it helps me like read the future better, if you know what I mean. It's like gives me good luck, makes me trade like crazy hell with superpowers, so I gotta put it back on. Okay, let's see next trade here. Let's see what we're gonna do. We're gonna go and maybe Buy some more of the TSLL. Maybe trade. Buy like maybe 7. Not that one, because I think I gotta go to the other thingy here. This one. Maybe buy 7 more of this here like that. I think might be worth it. uh, Hell yeah. Let's see. Oh shit. Oh, nice. Yeah, money helmet. That's right. Become the algorithm. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, the crazy fun stuff, right? Check the football deal with Disney football will jump overnight to 30 on the way to becoming a small Netflix. Wow, so like looks like in general the football thing is like pretty bullish, pretty crazy. Wow, that's because I looked at the chart like it looked like so like bullish, like crazy. Like when I look at all of these, like look at the everything, it like looks pretty decent. Like it's about to start moving up like crazy. Looks like it's starting to build up the momentum and everything, like on the last candles. So it looks like something's decent coming on that one. I have some Fubo queued up for tomorrow. Yeah, I think I got some of it over here queued up for tomorrow too. Not too much, but like I think once market opens, I might add a whole bunch more depending on like what it's where it starts moving type deal. But like on the long term, looks like the momentum's doing pretty good. Looks like it should keep on going up higher on that. He says you're basically just shorting the stock and buying it. Wanna explain a little deeper? What do you mean by that? R3 or reckless 3? It's hard to read your name, but like I'm checking at this stock just in general. Like looks like it does have momentum. It looks like it's gonna go up. I'm just trying to. I'm not deep diving into these things. I'm just trying to have a quick glance and roughly see where it kind of most likely will move type deal. Like right now, I'm not doing like a crazy deep dive in a lot of these stocks. So I'm trying to look at a whole bunch of them at once. So like that's pretty much what I'm doing. So I don't need to like look deep dive like crazy into these things right now. But yeah, in general, like I queued in some more to get some more of this. But I'm not doing like crazy deep dive in this thingy. Can you help me, sir, for 500, please? How do you want me to help you with 500? Options are good only if you think a stock will move higher or lower than normal. Are you basically a swing trader and shorting the stock, waiting for your position to be filled? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Diesel. I just like your strategy, but he seems skeptical. But I was looking and seems pretty sound. Well, in general, I have a whole bunch of positions. Like I have a lot of call options. Like in general, I got leaps options, long dated options. I got call options. I have like sell calls. I have sell puts, which I'm collecting premiums on on the upside and on the downside. I got crypto, not a lot of it. I got crypto. And then I got a whole bunch of stocks. There's some stocks that I'm betting more than the other ones. For example, I showed this multiple times before, like SoFi. I'm kind of bullish long term on this one. I have over 300 shares on this one, and I am selling calls on this, collecting premiums, and at the same time selling puts, kind of like doing a coverage triangle on this one and some other stocks, like on the Lyft and on the Nvidia Semiconductor and some other ones. Like Uh, and like so yeah, I'm doing all kinds of trades. Some of them like during the day because I work during the day. I'm able to catch some day trades, some scalping. I do some of those on some companies. I got a whole bunch going on all at once here. Nothing. Daniel was asking for money. Oh, reckless. It's actually good if you can afford it, but dangerous if you bet everything on it. Yeah, for sure. For sure, man. Let's see. Invest in Kilroy and Douglas Emmett. I've never heard of Kilroy and Douglas Emmett. Let's see Kilroy. Let's see what that is. Kilroy. Is this one? Is this one the one that you're talking about right here? Yeah, it's the first time I'm looking on this like company. I've never heard of it. Your corp operates as a self-administrated real estate investment trust, which engages in the development, acquisition, and management of office and mixed-use real estate assets. It owns, develops, acquires, and manages real estate assets consisting primarily of Class A properties in coastal regions of Los Angeles, Orange County, San Diego County, San Francisco Bay Area, the Greater Seattle. The company was founded by John B. Kilroy S.R. in 1947 and is headquartered in Los Angeles, California. The listed name for KRC is Kilroy. So it's kind of like in a real estate type deal. Uh, Real estate, obviously, the Fed's cutting rates, so there is potential for this to go up. Like me personally, I probably wouldn't invest into this one, but like it doesn't seem terribly bad. But like me personally, I wouldn't invest in it. But it looks like it probably could continue moving up, uh, mid short term to long term. So, but I don't think it's gonna do anything super crazy where you're gonna make insanely crazy profits type deal. That's kind of like how I see this thing. That's the first time I'm looking at this stock, so I think it's worth it, to invest the money in it. But I've got one too many stocks right now to add a whole bunch. I got like last time I checked it was like over 80. Right now it's probably over 90. uh, I got one too many. I gotta filter through some of it. And so, how much money did you start investing with to get your account to the size it is? Invest in Kilroy Douglas Element. Well, for me, like I put quite a bit of money in it. Like I recently, like I said, I recently started investing in this thing. If you look at this, from like roughly April, from here on Robinhood, I started investing. So roughly, if you look at my take-home profits, so I think roughly I started like I put like so roughly like 38 roughly thousand something like that. I started with this, and now it went to up to 41,000. So that's kind of like what I kind of started out with, but that's since April. I started with that amount and grew to over 40,000. And then with that, you could see where the what do you call it, the take home profits is. So like I said, it's like a new thing. I started doing this recently, but yeah, roughly about 38,000 looks like I started with, and these are like the gains, the take home profits that I got. 1 week is 1,000, 1 month is 3,864 type deal. So not much, but still better than nothing. But the thing is, most of the time, I don't use all my money to invest because I keep some money, some cash, just in case for a market crash or like recession or something crazy, like unpredicted going on. So I could put this money when the stocks are low, like on a dip, on a market crash, and let it go up type deal. It's good to have some at least that you could use to go up with it. NVTS, I think that's pretty decent. I have some of that, and I'm pretty bullish on that one. I on the NVTS, I actually do what do you call it? NVTS. I actually do the selling calls and selling puts on that one. See right now, like I had some more queued orders to buy some more of those. All of those are queued orders. So far, I got like 12 shares, $164 worth, and I got some call options. Seeing the call options is positive $20. So I'm pretty bullish on this one. While it's chopping around in this range, I'm buying. I mean, I'm selling calls and selling puts, and collecting premiums on this at the moment. So I'm bullish on that one. Earnings report today on VTS. Oh, I didn't even know there's an earnings report today on VTS. I didn't follow it close enough to know about that one, but in general, like I'm bullish on that one. Uh, let's see, NBIS. I want to check NBIS. I don't think I have that one. NBIS. Nebius Group. Let's see what that looks like. I'm not sure if I have that. I think I looked at this recently. But for like the general picture, it looks pretty decent. It looks pretty bullish in general. I want to read about Nebius Group. Nebius is a technology company that provides infrastructure and services to AI builders worldwide. It offers Nebius AI and AI-centric platform, provides full stack infrastructure, including large scale GPU and all that stuff. So, yeah, in general, like I just by looking at the chart, general chart, it looks bullish, and knowing about it that it provides infrastructure for all the AI stuff and whatever whatnot. I think in general for the long term it looks pretty bullish. We can see the positive volume build up and everything that's going on at the end. So I think long term for sure that looks pretty decent. I'm not sure if I have any of that. I don't think I do right now. I have one too many stocks to keep on adding, but this one kind of looks pretty decent. Like something that's kind of worth it to invest some money in. Definitely wouldn't put a whole portfolio in it, but it's worth it to invest some money into it. Douglas Element. Okay, let's check that. Douglas Element. Let's see, Douglas Element. Is that right? Let's see. Looks like it's not finding it. Oh, Douglas Emmett. Oh, there it is. Douglas Emmett. I miss typed it at first. Okay, so that one looks like kind of decent. Looks like it has for a certain time frame the build up in volume pretty decent for a certain time. I don't know much about it. I want to read a little bit about this one. About Douglas Emmett. Douglas Emmett INC is a real estate investment trust engaged in the acquisition, development, ownership, and management of real estate properties. It operates through the office and multifamily segments. The office segment consists of rental of office space and other tenant services, including parking and storage space rental. The multifamily segment includes rental of apartments and other tenant services, including parking and storage space rental. The company was founded on June 28, 2005, and is headquartered in Santa Monica, California. The listed name for DEI is Douglas Emmett Inc. Okay, so that's what it's all about. For the most part, it doesn't look too bad. Like, obviously, the Fed cut some rates, not a lot, like 0.25 points twice recently, and it could like me personally, I have too much like stocks right now to add an extra one, but this one does have potential. But I wouldn't risk too much in it. Like you see, like the volume is starting to build up. So like for at least a short term, I think it might start moving up, but maybe not like for extremely long term from what it looks like. So I think there is some potential. Like there's a good chance to make some money in it if you invest in it. But I just have too much to add a lot of extra companies to my list of companies. But like I wouldn't bet anything big on this, for sure. I think it will go up short term, but probably not like a crazy amount though. Just trying to find a good gallium stock. ABAT. I'm not sure what you mean gallium stock. Uh, ABK. I'm gonna check ABAT. I think I have that one. ABAT. Let's check. American Battery Technology. Okay, I'm gonna look at the chart. Looks like it had like a peak, like a bounce. So bounced up like crazy, then went down. Just I'm trying to look at the general big picture here. The volume looks pretty decent at one point over there. In short term, let's see. Look at this thingy here. Look at the Bollinger thingy. Yeah, for this, I'm just looking at the general picture here. I don't think it's gonna do anything too crazy because it did some pretty like weird, crazy moves over here. I think right now, from what it looks like, it's just gonna chop around this area. Just kind of basically looking at the general picture, looks like it's not gonna do anything too crazy. I think it's just gonna bounce around this price range, which if it's gonna do that, let me see, it might be worth it to like sell puts and sell calls uh, to collect premiums. But then I don't know like how much premiums you'll collect, like $30 to risk $470. So you could collect some pretty okay premiums. Like if you do three contracts that cost max loss is 1,410 $90. So yeah, it's like I like from what I could see it doing, just chopping around sideways for a while before it does anything else. Like I probably wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't invest, but like selling puts and calls on this might pay premiums. You could at least collect that on this. But that's kind of like what I see it doing. Like it did like its weird like move. I think right now it's just gonna be bouncing around this price range from what it looks like. Let's see. Gallium is the key ferocious metal used in semiconductors. So I need help trying to find a gallium stock, as I think it will become the next lithium. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, I would have to do some more research. I would have to look it up. Right now, I have no idea which companies. Possibly, like I think USAR, the one I'm in right now, might be part of that, but it did go up, jump up like crazy, and went back down. I'm just kind of selling puts and selling calls on that one for now. But in general, I don't know which company right now like produces or mines gallium. Uh, I'd have to look into that more and find out which one that is. At the moment, like I'm not sure. It could be like any of the rare mineral earth type companies, like USAR. Like I said, it could have a percentage of that. There could be other ones, but I'm kind of roughly guessing. Like they may have it, they may not. Yes, you're welcome. If I did have that knowledge, I would let you know. But like I'm kind of in the blind on that department. Bet it all on black. On black. Which black? Maybe there's a black stock. Let's try. Let's bet it all on black. Let's see what it has. I'll type in black. There we go. BlackRock. So let's bet it all on black. Let's see. Let's look at the chart. Let's see. What is BlackRock? Oh, BlackRock is engaged in the provision of investment advisory and risk management solutions and product includes single asset and multi-asset portfolios. The company was founded by Lawrence Douglas Fink in 1988 and is headquartered in New York, New York. They listed the name BlackRock as INC. Okay, so bet all on black. Okay, let's do that. Let's like all of it on. It doesn't let me do anymore. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, but my man doesn't know BlackRock. No, I guess like I don't know. I don't know much about BlackRock. I searched that one, but uh I guess I don't know much about it. That's funny. I'm not sure if this is the one you guys are talking about, but I don't think I want to risk this one on this one. I think I mean it looks like it does have potential because if you look at the max, it keeps on going up. But I think when you see this wave right here, looks like it's starting to form the same deal right here. So I think it's about to go down a little bit before it keeps on going up. Just the basic logic chart, if you look at it, I think that's what it's doing. So at the moment, I think it's not a whatever it's doing. I don't think it's a good time to get in it. I think it's gonna do a pretty decent dip before it decides to go back up. Just logically, common sense thinking, you know. Let's see, Rockefeller, Rothschild Company, Vanguard. They are like twin companies that run the world. Oh, that's funny. So Rockefeller, Rothschild Company, Rothschild. I'm not sure what you mean by Rothschild. Let's see. Doesn't have anything for Rothschild. Let's see. The other one that you had, Rockefeller. This is the rocket pool. Looks like it doesn't have the whatever Rockefeller thing that you're talking about. It has none of that. I'm saying BlackRock is there. SMH Nancy Pelosi tracker. SMH. Let's see. I don't think I have the Nancy Pelosi tracker that I know of. SMH. I mean, if they have it on Weeble and on Moomoo, like I have those, but like I never really looked into it. SMH. Let's see. Vanek Vanek Semiconductor ETF. Let's see how that's doing. Looks like that's doing pretty decent. Looks like it's going up for the long term. This one for sure looks pretty decent. Looks like it's gonna following the momentum and the volume and everything. Looks like it's might keep on going up. See long term, you could see the buildup of the volume deal at the very end. So this one might keep on going up. Let's see. SMH tracks a market cap weighted index of 25 of the largest U.S. listed semiconductors companies. A listed name for SMH is Vanek Semiconductor ETF. So yeah, looks like this looks pretty decent. Looks like it's gonna keep on going up like long term, but I just like I said have kind of one too many stocks to get into. But looks like the momentum and the volume looks pretty good on it. So I think it'll like long term just keep on doing what it's doing because obviously the semiconductor and all the weird stuff is going up, and looks like it's just gonna keep on going up. You know, just logically thinking, logically looking at it. Hello, poor people. Buy NBIS stock and hold 5 years. Funny. Let's see. NBIS. Let's check it out. Please heard me. I've heard of Vanguard. Yeah, I've heard of Vanguard. I think I used to have it, but I don't know if I have it right now. Let's see. I'll probably buy NBIS. Like, is the NBIS worth it to buy? Let's see. I don't have any of that right now, but buy and hold it for 5 years. I think that probably might be a good deal. If you buy it and hold it for 5 years, I could see that paying out pretty decent. I think I just recently read about it, and maybe it's a technology company that provides the infrastructure. So yeah, I just read about it, and like I said, I think long term this is a pretty decent play. And like you said, buy and hold for 5 years probably do pretty good. You know, even in like a kind of like a short term trade, you could probably still make money on that too. But for a long term trade, I think that's definitely something pretty decent. So yeah, this one's a pretty decent company. I'm not sure if I have anything queued in for this one to get, but for the long term, this one's definitely worth it. Especially the infrastructure that it provides. Oh, it looks like I do have some queued in to buy. I already have that order to get some more of this. So I already have an order to get this, but long term, I think this one is pretty decent. It looks pretty good. Any opinion on XRP? Oh, XRP, the cryptocurrency. I have some of that one. I think right now, I'll check it out. Let's see where it's at. Right here, I have some of it. I don't have a lot of it. I recently sold like all the XRP I had at a profit, and I started to buy more into it, so I got $63 worth of it. But I think short term, I think it might go down like I'm personally wanting it to go down to like 180, 190, and load up a lot in that, and then ride it all the way up to like $3 where it came from. So I think I think it's gonna go down quite a bit more. I'm kind of expecting that before it moves back up to where it came from like $3.67. So like I'm kind of right now dollar cost averaging into it, adding a little bit as it goes down, as it dips. Then if it dips all the way down to like 180 ish, 190, if it gets even lower, like 160, like I'll probably load up a lot on that, knowing that like most likely it's gonna go up back to where it came from, like the high where you see 365 and stuff like that, and ride it all the way back up to that. But short term, I think it's probably gonna move down a bit more. That's kind of like what I'm planning with that thingy. Say, hey bro, I'm a dumb ass, but just saw your video on covered options. How much money would I typically need to try my hand at covered options? Thanks, Nicky. You're probably right. I agree. Oh, you're welcome, House. What are you trading? I want to hold it though. Yeah. Oh, okay. So, let's see. So you're saying, Kevin, you're saying, hey, bro, I'm done, but I just saw your video on covered options. How much money would I typically need to try my hand at covered options? So it depends on which one you want to try. Like I've had some questions for like this even today before. So like one of the cheaper ones that are kind of worth it to try is you could either try it on Lyft. Lyft is a good one, and SoFi is a good one. Like I'm doing this on all of these. I'm doing the covered options on Lyft, on SoFi, on the TSLL, and Navitas. I'm doing that on all of these, but like the ones that probably cost the least, SoFi is a good one because long term is going up. Selling calls and puts on something that's kind of steadily going up, that's kind of easy money grab. So this is a good one, but you need close to $3,000. So if you sell a put that's at like $28, you need like $2,800. So that's a decent one. Another good one is the lift, because this one's cheaper. You need less money for this one because you need enough to buy 100 shares of a stock. So for example, on here I'll show you. Go to options, trade options. So for example, if you want to get into this lift trade, if you want to do a weekly trade, for example, uh, or if like yeah, I'll just show you a small example. You could choose any date that you want, but we'll go November 7 here, weekly trade. So maybe right now Lyft is going for $20.67. For example, you want to collect some premiums, maybe let's say $20. That's just an example, which still would be worth it. But I would go lower just to be safe. But regardless, this is a okay trade. So sell one option on this. Sometimes you could play with the price. I usually try to make it a little bit higher so you could collect a slightly higher premium. Most of the time it gets filled. I'll do like 1.30 here. Probably do something like that. And then so for the most part you're selling a put. So you need enough money to buy 100 shares of the stock that you're trying to get. So in this case you need like $2,000. So your max loss is less than that over here because that's if the stock goes to zero, you could lose this much over here. But it's very highly unlikely that the lift stock will go to zero. So it's like the worst case scenario right here, which like usually that doesn't scare me because for a fact it's not going to go to zero within a short time frame. Max profit, this is the profit that you'll collect doing this trade. Like, so if lift doesn't reach the $20 mark, you know you'll still collect 130 dollars. That's your premium for doing this like option contract. So and then if you get this regardless. But if by that date like it reaches the price or goes slightly lower, like Robinhood will purchase 100 shares for $20 for you, but at the same time you also get the premium. So regardless you get that premium doing this trade. So if you review it and do it right now, I don't want to do it because market's closed, but that's how it works. To get in the trade. Then once you get in the trade, if you put the stock and you collected the premium, you could. It's called the wheel strategy. You could go back, and then like after you have the 100 shares, you could then sell a call. Sell a call like you got put the stock from selling the put. You collected your premium. Now you want to sell the stock at a profit and collect premium. So in this case, you would go back and, for example, you want to collect profit. Like, let's say, for example, if it reaches 21.5 right here. So in a week, you could collect $105, trying to sell it at a profit for $21.5. You know, so you'd collect this premium, and like I said, you could change this premium to a higher number to collect more. You could change this to 1.10. Most of the time, for me, it gets filled when I play around with the price. So this time you have the 100 shares that you purchased, doing the cash secured put. And right now you're trying to sell the stocks that you have by doing this call option. And you would collect that $110 trying to sell it for $21.50. If it doesn't reach that price, you still get to keep that premium for doing this contract and you still get to keep the shares. If it reaches that price amount, Robinhood will sell your shares for you. So you'll make the appreciation towards your stock going towards that amount, and you'll also get that the max profit, the premium. You'll collect that. So, but the thing with this one is if it goes higher, quite a bit higher, for example, if it goes to $25, you'll still have to sell it for $21.50. So that's the part where you kind of miss out on some profits if it like makes big moves and stuff like that. But regardless, you're still making the appreciation profit for it to go to that point, and plus you're collecting the profits for doing the contract. So that's how it's called the wheel strategy. When you do both, like first you use the sell put, you get put the stocks, and then you sell the call, to sell it at a profit and collect premium. And then you pretty much rinse and repeat. You just after it gets sold out, then you sell the put again to get back in. So if you like look it up, it's called the wheel strategy. So you could nonstop just collecting by selling puts, selling calls, and doing stuff like that. So that's that right here. Oh, how old are you with that much investment? Oh, I'm 40. I'm 42. I'm 42 years old. You show your investment real quick. I want to hold it though. Okay, so you show your investments real quick. I want to hold it. Okay, how old are you with that much investment? So yeah, like whoever asked how old am I, I'm 42. But yeah, like this is called the wheel strategy. And sometimes like with this, apart from just doing one leg then another, sometimes I do two at once. I have the share, so I sell a call and I sell a put at the same time. That's called like a covered strangle. So you're collecting premiums from both sides, and that's a good trade to do. Like I do a lot of that. That kind of maximizes like what you could earn from this type of trade position. So I do a lot of that, which is pretty good. So Lyft is a decent play for the long term. I'm predicting that thing to go up higher. I keep on saying that I'm predicting it to go like to like maybe $30 plus, like within like now and maybe 2 3 months, maybe 4 months, for it to be like a $30 stock. So and while I'm waiting for it to do that, I'm like selling calls and selling puts on this, you know, on this stock and on this position type deal. The same thing with this one and SoFi and the other ones. So invest and buy, baby. I'm not sure what that is. It probably not might not be there, but I could look it up. But yeah, let's see BY Best Buy. I don't see any buy baby. I don't think it exists. Whatever that is, Robinhood doesn't have it. But yeah, hopefully however I do the what do you call it option contracts. Hopefully that explained it a little bit for you. These are the cryptos. I got a whole bunch of holdings. I got like let's see, one, two, three, four. Oops, didn't mean to do that one. See, 13 option contracts. Let's see, I got crypto one, two, three, four, five, six, seven different crypto thingies on this thingy. Then stocks, like it's hard to count. Like there's one too many different companies. It's like way too much. Like if I count, like last time I counted it was over 80. I think right now it's like over 90. Okay, I think he's talking about Best Buy. Oh, Best Buy. I see. I might check it out. So what about Amazon? Okay, I'll check Best Buy and then Amazon. See what it does. See, Best Buy. For the most part, like how I see it, it's probably not gonna do anything too crazy. I think for the most part, yeah, it looks like it's just gonna, from what it looks like, it's just gonna bounce around this price range, whatever that is, between like $70 and $80. I don't see it doing anything crazy. It's probably not gonna crash too crazy, but I think short term it might kind of go up higher because of the holiday season, like the Black Friday and Christmas rally. Just logically thinking about that, I think short term it could like go higher. Same thing with like Walmart and Amazon with everything else. But long term, I think it's just gonna maybe barely go up higher. Maybe just bounce around, chop around sideways for the most part, within a certain range of like 70 and 80 probably dollars roughly. It might maybe go back to like the 90s, but probably not so likely. I think it's just gonna bounce around within between like 80ish and $70 sideways the whole time. Kind of like what it looks like it's gonna do on that one for the most part. Let's see, Amazon. I think I have some Amazon. Let's see. Amazon, I think that should be a pretty decent play. It was kind of like a lagger in the near future, but like, especially like I said, kind of like with a Best Buy thingy, more for Amazon with Black Friday stuff coming up and like Christmas rally, Santa Claus rally. I think this one's gonna be going up some more. I think this one's a good deal, like at where it's at right now. But I probably try to wait to get in when it's a little bit lower than this. But even right now, because of the rally, the Christmas rally, the Santa rally, and stuff like that, I think it's gonna go up higher towards the end of the year and to the beginning of the year. So this one's like a pretty decent play. Looks like. I have some of it. I don't have too much of it. Like I think I recently sold at a profit and bought $1 back. You know, just to kind of keep track of it some more. But I think this is a decent for like a very long term. Amazon's a good one. Especially if you're gonna keep it for years, it kind of doesn't matter where you buy it. I think long term is gonna keep on going up for a long time. But for the future, like towards the end of the year, I think it's probably gonna go up some more, just because the Santa Claus rally and what do you call it, the Black Friday stuff that people will be buying a lot of stuff on it is it's gonna boost it up quite a bit from what it looks like. So yeah, that looks like that's gonna do that probably most likely. But yeah, I have like a whole bunch of positions, and like I'm kind of bullish, like kind of like the Amazon thingy, but on the Walmart part, where I want to try to ride Walmart back to like where it recently was, where it came from. Let me see. I have so much talks. It's sometimes easier for me to just type it in and look it up. But yeah, yeah, you're welcome, House. But Walmart, this is the one I want to get in here shortly. I might like add more to this one. And like you see where it fell from. I keep on like showing this like some multiple times. It's gonna go back up to where it came from. See 109.39, and right now it's at 101.43. So that's gonna be a big move from here to there, especially if you catch it with like a call option. I usually, just to be safe, I do like a 1 year call option. That's the leaps. It's a little bit more expensive, but like it's more gives you more like what do you call it, time for it to play out. Just in case if it does last a little bit longer, the play, you're kind of safer with it. So this is one of the plays I'm trying to get into, but I'm kind of waiting for it to go a tiny bit lower. Then I'll try to get in and then ride it all the way back up from there to 109.39. And I think it's gonna go higher than that, especially after the Black Friday and Santa Claus rally, like Christmas time. Like there's gonna be some decent sales, decent profits, and it'll go up higher. So I'm planning to write it up from that to that, but I'm trying to get into this one a little bit lower and get some call options. Like you can go and buy like let's see, something like probably get something like this, not too far out, but kind of far out. Maybe get something like this and buy a call. Maybe buy two or three of these, add it to what I got, and ride these all the way to like $109, $110. Like see, maybe get three of these. The max loss is not the craziest, but predicting that it's gonna go up towards where it came from, because it keeps on doing the same rinse and repeat type deal, and I already made lots of thousands of dollars just on this boring stock, and I know it's gonna pretty much do it again. It keeps on doing the same thing all over and over. Just ride it back up to 109 and possibly like farther up, because it's gonna go past its highest point where it was. So that's kind of like one of the things I might try to do when markets open, and if maybe Walmart stock goes a tiny bit lower than where it's at. Even where it's at right now, it's a good deal to do that. But if I could get it cheaper a little bit, that'll be better. So this is one of the things I'm trying to get into right here. It'll be pretty decent. One of my plans on this one, like easy money grab for the most part. Very predictable stock. So yeah, hopefully be able to get into that one. One of the trade thingies I'm trying to get into, trying to do. Let's see. So if it has a max loss 4,400, you gotta have that much dry powder to back it up, right? No, you have to have that much money to actually buy it. Like with that one, I'll go back to it to show you. Let's see, Walmart. For if you're just buying the call, you have to have that much money to actually buy the contract. Let's see. I'll go back to that one. Options. I think. Let me see. I was at this one, because I might, if I do it, I might do with something like this one. For me, that's the safest and most likely to actually execute properly and collect decent profits. Gives you enough time. And it's not like the most expensive like that one over there. So it's something decent in between that like most likely should pay out. So for example, which one did I show? I think was it buy call. I think was it this one, something like that. So buy, or was it the cheaper one? I think it was the cheaper. I think it was the I think it was this one. But regardless, this is just an example. All of these are worth it. So for this one, if I how much they had, like three contracts. So for this one, you actually the max losses here. You don't need to have, like, you need to have $4,410. That's to purchase this contract. You need that much money. But it's saying max losses, if it doesn't reach to your price target, it actually goes the opposite, goes lower, and by the expiration date, it reaches your expiration date doesn't reach your price target, you could lose all your money. It'll just expire worthless. So you're buying the contract for that much money. So it's in the market, it's in the call option. But in that case, if it doesn't reach your target price, uh, it'll expire worthless, you know. But the thing is, with this, you have enough time, and with the predictions, most likely you will reach that price, and most likely you will be in a profit, like if you predict it right, type deal. But like I did this trade like so many times, and it always paid out for me. So like for me, that's something like a decent trade to do. But like, so for this one, you actually have to have the money to buy that, you know, and then you'll see that money fluctuate once you buy those contracts. You see it go up and down, like the value of it once you're in it. But like, once you buy it, you don't need anything extra. You pretty much, you know, see how that fluctuates and does with the market movement type deal. So yeah, you pretty much you buy it, the three call options with this one, and then like you see how whether it expires or goes higher in value type deal, and then sell at like a profit where you see it's good enough for you type deal to collect. You know, so that's something like what I'll probably most likely do when markets open, and if Walmart maybe goes down a little bit lower, I'll probably get like maybe two, three contracts, maybe four, depends, and write it up all the way and collect the profits from it. You know, with the right price strike, how much profit would you make? So for this one, like it's hard to predict exactly, but like roughly, let's see. I'll go back to the same one where we were. January. I think I was at this one. So, for example, this one, if you buy one contract of this, it costs 1,470. So if it goes up to where it came from, like roughly, I think you could pretty much pretty much you could probably almost double your money. Not double, probably if this is like roughly 1,500, this amount could turn into like 3,000. That's like roughly. It's not 100% sure, but I've done it so many times. It's hard to predict exactly. But once you're in the option, once you're in the contract, it gives you the option to like look at the potential gains. You know, it lets you play around with it and look at the profit and loss. But like just kind of roughly guessing, I think you could double your money if it goes back to where it came from, just from doing this, trade. So if you have like three, so if you have three contracts, if it goes back to where it came from, like $109, imagine this one's like could this number could turn into like 12,000 or whatever, like if it's three, like not like 12, but like if it's gonna be double, it's gonna be like 8,800, like roughly turn into that. But I think is there's a chance that it could even be higher. But I think like rough. I'm saying roughly because right now it's hard to tell. Like I'm just kind of looking at it real quickly, but it'll be moved faster than if you have the shares that amount because it's leveraged. Because with one contract, you're controlling 100 shares of the stock. So in this case, if the stock moves $1, we'll look at the delta. The delta here is 0.63. If the stock moves by $1, your option thing you will move by 63 cents per each dollar. But because you have the multiple contracts, it'll move by like over $1.50 type deal or whatever, like a dollar, yeah, close to $1.50. So like you're paying less to control more shares, but like you're getting more profits if it moves fast enough to your strike point type deal. So yeah, it's kind of like how this plays out. But I keep on doing stuff like this and it pays pretty good. Like I literally made thousands just on riding the wave up and riding the wave down with this one. And like one that expires long, pretty far out. That's like easy, like deal to collect profits on that. So how long would you think you need to hold it to reach the target price? Well, in this case, like it's kind of unpredictable, but with the holidays coming up, the one thing that's kind of bad is with the what do you call it, government shutdown that's kind of delaying the whole thingy. But like for me personally, like I think from where it's out right now, it's 101.43. I think it may take like between like maybe 2 3 weeks to maybe like 2 3 4 months, because the what do you call it, the timing is like not so predictable, you know, because I know for a fact it will go back up. Timing is something kind of it's hard to tell. Sometimes it could shoot up back quickly, sometimes it may take like 2 3 4 months, you know. So this is like a longer swing trade potential. That's what I'm saying, it's safer to have a longer expiration date. That way you have enough time to kind of sit it out if you have to, and then eventually it'll go back up, and sometimes it goes back up higher and keeps on moving up, you know. So like I said, I made lots of thousands of dollars just on this Walmart trade alone, just knowing how it moves, where it goes up and down. It doesn't move that fast, but it does those moves, you know. So that's one of the ones I want to get into for sure. I'll probably add one or two contracts. I'm not sure whether it's gonna be tomorrow market open, or if I see the price at a little bit lower. But I really am trying to get in like like one of those call contracts. You know, the long dated call options. Like, for me, that's like a no brainer to actually make money like that. And I did. And it's kind of like rinse and repeat on this one. You know, so I'm trying to do this one. I got to drink some water. My throat's drying out. But yeah, this is a good like planned out trade that I'm trying to get into right now. Ah, so thirsty. Is market open usually is market open usually the best time? Yes, I wouldn't do this type of contract when the market's closed, because when you do this trade when market's open, when markets, I'm saying if you do this trade, the market's closed. Then when market's open, you could get into a bad deal, because you know how like it could be anywhere, and it could open like, and you could be a crazy negative or something weird. So usually I like to stuff like this. I like to get into when market opens, and like so at least I wouldn't do it right away. I would wait at least half an hour, because usually when market opens, like the volatility is kind of higher because of the movement, and you could overpay slightly for the call option. But if you wait a little bit, that's kind of like when you could get like the better deal, you know. So uh, if you get at a better time, like you could get it for a better price type deal. And sometimes, for example, if you're getting it, I try to also play with the price and try to get it for even lower. Kind of like with selling puts and selling calls, you're trying to make the premium higher. In this case, when you're buying the call, I'd play with the price. I would make it lower to try to get a better deal. I'd like go like, for example, we're trying to do one, so it costs 1,470. So I'd try to do a better price. I would go like 14 point maybe 30, because it's a long dated option. Sometimes even making it a difference by that much, sometimes it still fills, and sometimes I still like get locked into the trade for a cheaper price, you know, because the smaller you make the number, the lesser you pay for the whole contract. And sometimes most of the time I actually get filled and get executed for a better deal for a lower price, kind of like bargaining with the brokerage, you know, to get it at a better rate. So like that's usually what I do when I'm ready to get in. I try to kind of make the numbers a little bit lower to get a little bit better deal. And sometimes you know how it bounces up and down. Sometimes it goes like up or down enough to where like it strikes and boom, you get it for a better deal type thing, you know. So are there any contracts you would recommend at like a couple of $100? Uh, not for the Walmart, like at a couple $100, like let me see like if I could find something like to buy at a couple of, because Walmart's the more of expensive stock, but you could make some good money, but they cost more. Couple $100, let's see, that'll be something like even SoFi, I think that's too expensive. Let's see, Navitas, maybe Navitas might be a decent one. Let me see if you like buy a call on that one. Not that. Trade options. This is just for an example. I want to see how much it would cost for like the similar date, but just on this stock, January 15, 2027. Buy call. So see, even this one, to buy a call on this one, that cost like the place where you like at least bare minimum you need to get. See, like this one's $700. But if it moves even a couple of dollars, you could like, because the stock is so cheap, you could multiply your money faster because it's a smaller stock. But for this one, you need $700 to do something like that to buy a call. But like for like, because you want to get something that's dated out to like at least like a year or slightly more, just to be on the safer side. Let's see, BBAI, that one might be cheaper. Let's see this one. You might be able to do this one. Let's see, are they? Oh, so you would think it would automatically try to fill at the lowest? It wouldn't do it right away. Sometimes if you're lucky, it does it right away. Sometimes you have to wait a little bit. You know how the market like goes up and down. Sometimes like once it's moving up and down, sometimes it moves enough to where it hits it and you get filled at that price. So sometimes you might need a little patience. So I want to see the BBAI because that one's kind of a decent for the long term. And if we do like January 15, 27, see how much that one costs. See this one right here. Actually, I have one contract over here. See on the BBAI, but like a better one over here for the buy call would be like 5.5. The delta here is 0.79. So this one would be a decent one to get. And this one like cost. So this one costs $370 to do one contract on this. So, and BBAI, like it's kind of like a risky AI stock, but like sometimes it does these good like jumps where it goes up, where you could sell it at a profit, like if you could time it well enough. But I'm in one of these contracts. See, I'm in this one right here. See, it says +1, so I have one of this contracts. But I think I'm kind of a little bit down on that one. Not much because I bought a while back when it was a little bit higher. But the fact that I have so much time, eventually it's gonna go back into the profit zone where I could sell it at a profit. But see, this is one of the cheaper ones where it costs $370 to buy this one, and it's like a year out, slightly over a year out. So you have a lot of time for it to go over like to your strike price and higher, and then you could just sell it at a profit. So that's one of the ones that is likely to be able to fill or do. But still, it's not even $300 even. It's $370 for that one. And the more lower you go, because you get the better like strike deals and stuff like that, they're slightly more expensive. But even something like this is kind of worth it. Even this one's right now a slightly better deal than the one I got previously. But this one should still go into profit in the future because I see it kind of going up later. That's why I got that one contract over there. But yeah, this one here is $370 to get to do. You would think it would automatically try to fill it at the lowest. Yeah, like it wouldn't automatically try to fill it at the lowest. Like, because buying the call, like you're trying to get it at the lowest deal, so when it goes up to make more money with it type deal. Let's see, Lyft is another good one, but Lyft is a little bit more expensive. See, I got this contract. See, this is one of them contracts. See, this one expires January 15, 2027. So this one, I'm almost in a profit. Like today's return, I think that's from the last market open, but it's down $7. But this one is the similar contract I have. But to make one on this, it probably costs. Let's see, go back to this. So to do this one, like right here, it probably costs around $743. I'll try to go to the list. For example, if you're doing that yourself, okay, go to January 15, 2027 right here. So if you were to do the same thing here, see, this is the contract that I have. So like I said, if you were to do the same thing, this contract would cost you $730. This Leaps contract would cost you $610 right here. But these are the ones, because remember I said the lift company will go up to like $30 within like now and like 3 4 months. That's why I'm bullish on. That's why I'm in one of these contracts to write it up and sell at a profit type deal. I see what the delta on this one is. The delta on this is 0.67. It's still not too bad, knowing that it's gonna go up to like $30 plus. This one here is a better deal a little bit. This is the one I'm in, and it has like a 0.75 delta. It's like a little bit of a better deal. So I'm in this contract myself right now, and I'll probably add some more later. I might try to see if it goes a tiny bit more lower, so I could add another contract or two to this one and write it up to $30. So this is a very good one. Like I said, I'm bullish on this one. I have stocks in it, and I also have the Leaps call option. Leaps call option is like the long dated one, like this one that expires a year from now or longer. So that's the one I got. That's the one I'm in, and I might add some more to this one to add to write it up. So if it goes down, if it goes up from where it's at, like $20 to like $30, like I'm predicting, like you could probably 2x, 3x your money just by being in this play and writing it to like $30. So if I have like yeah, whatever if you do the math, if I have like 3 of these, let's try to do this. Let's see. Not buy, but if I buy a call, let's see. So this is the sell put, but if I buy a call like this, buy, let's see, 3, let's see if I do the math. So three contracts of this, uh, by call max. See the max profit. It says unlimited. Max loss is this if it doesn't go your way. So let's see. Are there any contracts you would recommend at like a couple of $100? Like, see, is there any content you would recommend for getting started in investing? Is this still considered day trading? The higher the delta, the better. Is there content you would recommend for getting started in investors? They still consider day trading. The higher the delta, the better. Well. This thing is like not day trading. You could consider this as day trading if you open this contract, for example. Although it's a long dated contract, if you open this contract and sell it at the same day at a profit or a loss, whatever, that would be considered day trading, the day trading options. But if you open this contract and you sell it like a day later or multiple days later, that would be called considered swing trading, swing option trading type deal. So in this case, like most likely we won't close in the same day, although sometimes I do, even the long ones, depending on how fast it goes into the profit. But in this case, it's like swing trading. Let's see, like for example, this one, if I do if I do 3 contracts of this, so if like let's see if I do the math here. So there's a likelihood like to like triple the money if this goes to $30, how I'm kind of predicting it to go. So 2,265 times 3 equals. So this number, like the way I'm planning for it to move, like if it moves to 2,000, like if you buy it, it costs that much. It moves to like the $30 price range, where like I said, like you could triple your money, so you could roughly turn the $2,000 into that $6,795 just by waiting for it to reach the $30 mark, where I'm kind of predicting it to go type deal, just by doing this trade, just like roughly profits type deal. And so are there any contracts you would think it would automatically try? Is there any content you would recommend for getting started in investing? Is this So content recommended in investing. There's so much of it out there. There's like no one single one that like does it. Like I'll just like whichever one you want to focus on, or just in general, you could type in, how to trade the wheel strategy on YouTube. Google that and just watch a lot of videos from different creators or whatever you can. Learn as much as you can. Like or just search on YouTube, how to sell puts, how to sell calls, and there's a whole bunch of creators out there that you could get some information from. Uh, just type in these things, how to do this, how to do that, and you'll find the videos that show kind of how to do that. So is the higher the delta, the better? Yeah, the higher the delta, the more your contract moves with every dollar that it moves, and also like you stay in the money for a longer time. Just in general, it's kind of better, but like usually like what most people say or think is like there's a perfect point where if it's around like point 0.7, it's like the considered like the best range because it's not super expensive, and you make decent money with it. Because once it goes too high, then you're paying too much for these options. Type deal. So even for me, I like to stick around like the point 0.7 delta, getting these things. So like point 0.8 is good, like point 0.69, point 0.68, point 0.6 something, still not too bad. But if you could get it around like it doesn't have to be exactly point 0.7. If it's like around close enough to the point 0.7, that's like a decent one where I like to get in, and most other traders try to get in around that, like a good like number where it's like in between, not too expensive and not too cheap, in like in the perfect area in the money type deal. So that's that thingy with this. But yeah, like if it makes that move, like I said, from where it's at $20 to $30, you could like highly like triple like your money, like depending on how it goes and if it goes like to that point. And most likely it's supposed to keep on moving higher, which long term. So you could keep on making money with that. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's pretty decent stuff, pretty interesting stuff. But let's see. Anyways, oops. I think I'll probably be going to sleep right now because I gotta work. So I guess I'll see you guys later. Okay. Goodbye.